Both targets down.
Alright. Hello everybody, welcome to Miami Meltdown. We are about to kick off. I think they're about to get their IDs any moment now. Starting off round 1.
Head for an exit and we'll
Have fun. I'm joined by Mando and In4Fun.
Doing good, dude. How are you?
Hey, get to be here.
Very good. Excited for this bit of a mess because of the World Cup being so close. Live on your end?
Just waiting for Yanini, but yeah, the spin is live.
See,
we have a timer.
Okay,
work
so ID should be shown. I think it's got a minute
know our
afterwards,
targets,
and then
if you want to
time
enable that
started.
on your overlay ops.
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go. Yeah, do you want to run it down first?
I may
Of
get
course,
you
yeah,
for
so
ID.
for
I think it's
our
just sending it.
Contract, we have
Once he sends it, we
Moses Lee,
instantly buy introduce from
Earl,
close my phone.
Raven,
And it's
and Brian,
anyone, so we can just kill what we
Gracious.
want.
What a name. Also, it's Meekah.
So quickly do it, get the hell out of it, and then we gotta do
Yeah, that's such a
political, and then
yeah,
we gotta do
for,
again, but in a
clarification,
bullet
there's some
spin.
pretty target there. Moses Lee, of course, in the
Okay.
car, and you can't get him to go out of the car with the trigger. Earl Fason's in Sierra's paddock upstairs, and Lance Bryant, if I'm mistaken, Cowan paddock, and Sam Palacious is upper area of the audience by the race. He's up on the higher level journalist there. So they're kind of centralized,
Yep.
but also you need some difficult angles for him.
So you got
Moses Lee, you're probably going
So
to
you
be
gotta do a
shooting
silent
there, so
assassin.
it'll be interesting
Yeah,
to see
post
what-
it with it here with a silent assassin finish. So we gotta kill these guys.
Some nice.
Oh, I see, okay.
Being beat, of course, 5 rounds for this
Okay,
event,
so
and they will be covering various
start
aspects
here.
of the game. First up, it's any contracts. And the
put a
second
bomb
round
in
is
it.
vanilla roulette. So far so good, but then the other 2 rounds will be interesting to see. First up,
bring poison, why not?
well, I guess the third round will be
And we'll bring a
Bingo War,
drink.
which I think the first bingo experience for some of
That's
these
all I'm
players
trying, that's
is
a secret.
8-player field. And then a restricted contract is the 4th round before a restart
And
roulette final.
Post
So
is
it's a
post
round.
times here with the sun.
Yeah, it's cool. And I'm loving this Phanium.
I'm gonna have to get
We're
pitched
seeing
for
this
that
Moses Lee
part.
tag, and I
can't-
hope everybody
Okay,
is
get my
able to
phone
connect
up
the dots.
ready.
Phanium was trying to shoot that out of bounds most of the league. Of course, he's not actually in the car. Shooting
So
the
we
car
got
does kill him.
Lace, Sam,
But it was just
Ollie.
funny to see
Oh,
Phanium trying to
his
shoot it out
name.
of bounds to hit Moses.
I mean, loosely should be nice and easy with the explosive car.
Yeah, I mean we're seeing a lot of these guys now just getting in the map, scouting things out. Yoshi's already realised that the Sam Palacious kill, you can pretty much kill that guy in the stands. He won't really get found.
Doesn't
But,
delay with that
lots of
game.
scouting, which is good to see.
Yeah, so far a lot of different starts. I've seen Mascot, I've seen
Well,
Cowan Engineer,
long bomb
I've seen
game,
Duke
but
actually
whatever.
bomb in most of the there. Such an interesting approach. Yeah, Phanium going for overpass, so 3 starts I've seen so far.
Yeah, we've got
Where is he?
some.
He's over there. Wait, that's
Marshall.
well, that's Moose Lee.
got
I don't know
some
why. It's a
Mascot.
very
I think
buggy.
they've
Is
had a way to start as well.
Okay, over
Just,
here.
while these guys try and figure out.
yeah, I did my win. So you're one
Whereas
over
up
here.
north,
Okay.
trying to do some distractions, get these guys
Gotta make sure
moving around.
Get this camera out.
So far, no signs towards any SA plans as of yet. But,
Oh, I
yeah,
see
we're
it
still
is.
very much in the scouting phase. We got a good 40
In
minutes to
itself,
go.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a fan of from all the players. Just test thing. Nezuko did get the car bomb kill. I don't see a kill I'd often forget about, especially in contract.
Let me just repeat some
We'll probably get
rules
first
for those
essay
of
time.
you new to Endurance Racing. You gotta cover
wins.
Simple approach they're going for.
When the time's up, we have our winner.
What would you think? Targets so far. I have a feeling this sampulation. First was a card, so it's going crazy, but really it was annoying to get a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Sam guy doesn't seem too well. At least from what I've seen from Yoshi, they just pistol
Yeah,
snipe
two down.
him, and if you wait for him to be in the right position, he just doesn't seem to get found.
He's up.
That Earl Faison already been taken out by or with a taser, sorry, by Yoshi. Again, another god NPC, so pretty easy to deal with that one. Yoshi, the only issue for Yoshi right now is they do seem to think they have to kill the out of bounds Moses Lee. Hasn't quite realised you can use that car just yet. Hopefully, going to realise that soon.
I don't think it would even work with the highlighted Moses unless you go out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it should hopefully click. This is one of the problems with contract mode. Unfortunately, it doesn't highlight the cart. IOI, please fix. Yeah, I'm sure that they'll probably figure that out. Meekah, looking on your screen there, Obs, they've actually got Moses out of the car. They've ended the race and are going to kill him in person, which is again something different we've not already seen. A lot of players realizing they can use the car though.
It'd be a single player, but works for Sierra. No reason it should work for Moses. Well, I think we saw Nini very well a moment ago trying to shoot there. Let's see, yeah, interesting approach. The Meekah going for a medic grenade.
Yeah, and there's plenty of different starting points here. Joker now looking at the food vendor rather than the waiter. Yanni gone back to waiter so we can do the quick sort of kill on Moses in the car as he drives past that window. I've got 420 stream offline as well. Actually, I've only just noticed. I think he might be having some difficulties.
I just wanted to say as well, I'm trying to see his YouTube page. No, it's Twitch streamer like everyone else, but no result at the moment. But updated title. I think he was live for a slide a bit before going off. Hopefully that's gonna be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm wondering. So far, I'd have to say, from what I've seen, Yoshi's in a pretty good position and has now realized you can use that car. So I think Yoshi already has sort of a method at least of how they want to take these targets out now, or at least I think at least 3 of the 4 anyway. I'm not sure if we've seen them take on the 4th yet.
Sure, a lot of players haven't called 4 targets, but yeah, Nezuko and Yoshi, Phanium actually, but get the one has red guns, more basic gun. 38 seconds to kill 3 of them. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, so I think looking at this, I'm wondering if the paddock kill, we might see some breaching charges used up there. There is some not breaches, sorry, the propane flasks even. There is some propane flasks by the food vendor start very close to that paddock. But I think that might be the problematic kill, if you could call it that.
Yeah, you say that. Oh, you could use propane to kill Mr. Lance, but Garrett walked around the corner just got it and 3 targets as well. Yeah, I like. Firstly, Joker was told to get particle things, so now that's his whole livelihood. Trying to get at. On the other hand, saw Phanium getting killed in 30 seconds. He's just pacing what's the best angle to get for everybody. They really do like a lot of contracts.
I think Meekah's approach, it's not the quickest in-game time for now, but I think they just want to get any time on the board. 4.5 minutes in, 2 targets down, and for the past half minute trying to match their way open through a closed gate, but one day, Meekah, one day.
I love it. Funny to say as well, every player seems to having trouble with the actual Moses, Eric, they're all using pistols. I haven't seen anybody actually just opt to bring sniper. Oh, and look at this from Phanium as well. Brought the guard over to from Sierra's paddock, triple and he's running all the way over here. Overpass. I absolutely love.
Yeah, and just on my end right now, Yoshi seems to be the one. So they have now swapped. They're starting pistol, but they have now brought in a sniper with them just to make getting that Moses car kill that much easier. Still in a mascot start, which is probably not going to be the best for a smuggle point, but I think that Yoshi's still looking like they think they might actually have to get the out of bounds kill. That's where they're heading with the sniper.
I do like mascot start. It's that Sam target. Danny
Yeah, nice,
laser get him.
nice and central, isn't it? The mascot start of these targets.
Observer, you might have Discord sounds. Just
Oh
help
yeah,
if you color lonely.
yeah, yeah. Crash.
Just a quick answer to Zionical. It's meant to be a dual stream with 8 players. Observer streaming 4 players, and MandoGB playing streaming the other 4. And I'm just here to talk, but that way everyone is covered, and we don't miss the best plays due to being on the other scene. I think that's a good suggestion from a while back, and we're now trying to do this.
Yeah, but it's a really nice idea. I love their coverage. They deserve. Especially have to show 50-50 for all of them. Really tough track. I seen watch not long after.
Yeah, and I also have some footage of 420 now. Actually, he's back online and actually making a decent chunk of progress here. Seems to have a good idea what he wants to do for at least 3 of these targets by the look of it.
But hopefully the time stream was down with him running mindlessly and didn't realize stream had gone down, so it wasn't time trying to get back up. Phanium's still down. Back.
So the first time today we have all 8 players live, which is nice to see.
Oh, first finish, if I'm not mistaken, from Nezuko, 322, which what you want. First time post not a bad time for a fourth staggered contract. After
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the winning times will be after the 45 minutes, but what's really important here is to get a time in, because that's going to get you the points.
like folks want to throw a prediction on what you think number 1 time is going to be ahead of time. The meaning of it.
I'll start having barely played this contract as a test, but I think someone will crack the sub to, though barely, so 150-ish.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say 147 with a nice number and I think with time players, some of them have really wrote so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that seems pretty realistic. I mean, we've got access to watch all these streams at once, and I think using a collective of all their strats, yeah, like high 140s, 150s seems to be a comfortable range. I would say as a hypothetical best time. Although I have said that before, and then we'll probably see someone finish it in like 40 seconds or something ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Hoping that it's an RTA race. Great. Another finish from Meekah. Actually, there's a camera from pretty close. Bit of a longer run though. Just trying to get time. Honestly, might work out. Not pretty. I know Phanium. They actually opted not to let up fast approach. They were getting tags there really quickly.
Yeah, I mean We're about to get a finish from 420. So all targets down in about 139-ish. Just has a run to the medic exit.
Wow.
It should be the low 2-minute end already, and gives him plenty of time to start optimizing.
Yeah, and even with the crowbar, he somehow can get something rid of his loadout. Actually, go for that crowbar. Just a little bit closer. That side. That's a really nice time for 420. Definitely gonna be fitting.
Yeah, just I think that was about 207, 206, something like that in the end, which is yeah, very good time to get banked within the first third of this time we have here. 206. There you go, confirmation.
Very impressive from 420 there.
So there go our predictions. If it's already this close to the 2 minute mark, then I have an idea. At least 420 will be significantly faster later on.
Well, love that shot from Joker there, but he gets spotted. Shot from the mascot area all the way up into Gear's paddock, and the body. But maybe the right timing, right cycle, get off that.
Yeah, and so 420. Is this where I don't know if this is where he started from before, but he's starting all the way over at the marina.
Oh, and things of sniper. See, that's a smart decision. You see Phanium going for overpass with pistol, and he's not having any luck with it. But when he's starting arena with sniper, it make most easier, make shots, attracting people easier. Yeah, I do think
I
this
think,
is just experimentation.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's got a time banked. He knows he's a good, well, over a minute ahead of Nezuko's time. I think he might, yeah, just have a little 10 minutes or so, just playing around, seeing if he can get anything crazy to work.
Really nice to see. It's Marina, right? Because Dolphin Fountain is the other star for 420. But you guys are talking about what stars will be viable from mascot to. Well, I think Race Marshal was the other main one you mentioned. I didn't hear anything about the suit, so it seemed like a really open contract.
Oh, I gotta say, Phanium going absolutely crazy there. And we saw that double headshot with a pistol from overpass, kept green guns for 20, 30 seconds. Only Moses giving trouble with that shot. Yeah, he would have had first three targets, green guns in 30 seconds.
I mean, the
Really nice.
craziest part about that thing is that he's on console as
Yeah.
well.
And they were both first try shots as well. Just absurd. Oh, look at this from Danny. Got the mascot's there. He looks up, shoots the guard in the head, and leaves, and it's fine for him. Cleaning up pretty much as much as he can.
Yeah, and what we got here from Yanini? I'm wondering if he's waiting for a taser here. It's at 130s with one target to go. I'm wondering if he's got a taser in his hand.
Yeah. Moses, 4th.
No, it's Sam. I'm wondering if he'd thrown a taser or something when it didn't get picked up, or
That
something
fallacious
along those
devil.
lines.
But I think you're right. It should be some remote kill, which with one of the tasers, remote or proximity. Didn't work for Yanni. I think that at least a 130, 140 routed.
Yeah, so different approaches still. And Meekah down, getting Moses out of the car now. There's propane from him, assuming.
Yeah, we're seeing loads of different strats here already. Loads of different starts, loads of different strats.
As well as the actual methods and instances. Because Phanium is trying a hype boost, I think, from Race Marshal start. Did the violin and the breacher.
Chronic Patriot comp. A lot of attention, a lot of players trying to make that work. I think not too long ago, Contract Wars had a contract where Overpass was viable. If I'm not mistaken. I remember, I think it was the second last round. Couple of players trying it. It's a really good spot. You pretty much see the whole map. This angle Danny's trying to go through the fence, through another fence to hit Moses as he drives past. You can't even see Moses highlighted.
It's probably the one disadvantage of this run, but the fact that you can shoot this car is still making it a nice and interesting target.
Danny can get that. He's looking at like a double 30 in my opinion. Aiming into shoot there at like 7. And he punch even pacing it.
Yeah, so our predictions were massively wrong again, fellas.
I'm happy to be proved wrong, quite honestly. If they can keep going to the sub minute, I'll be happy. Oh, look at that. Dan even notices Moses goes past at
Yeah.
126. Exit. That's guaranteed. Barely 130.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to be looking just over the 130 mark. Base, yeah, it's going to be close, but it's just unbelievable. I mean, I'm actually having a hard time deciding who's run. I mean, Danny looks like he's got a run that's going to put him on top, right? But I mean, Yanni doesn't look far behind if he gets this working how he wants, which
Yeah.
I'm sure won't take long. Knowing Yanni, it's probably not going to take him long to figure out exactly what he wants to do. I think we'll have 420 bringing up the rear as well. I think he's definitely far from done with his 206.
Yeah. Even Meekah totally getting right together. A bit slower than the rest, but looking at probably a time. Yeah, Pidgey saying the sugar is losing him a lot of time. Right way of translating it.
It's funny trying to quantify. It's just really random thought, but of course the pit stop is a guaranteed kill, but takes the 30-second in-game time. I suppose if you don't really find a good angle on Moses and you just end up restarting a lot, it's not the worst idea to give up that in-game time for a pit stop.
Yeah, it's one of my main reasons I love Moses as a target because it has the option here we have, but the tiny bit of variation on it. And pretty much treat it like Sierra, you sugar time angles like you said. And it is really tough to spot Moses because he's not highlighted. It comes down to timing and planning.
Meekah and Yoshi definitely going for the pit stop for the easy and simple Moses skill, and the rest are currently doing some sort of pistol SMG snipe.
Danny at the exit, he has Moses left to shoot. One target hasn't died. Taser on them.
Yeah,
Might just be that it might just be that his taser didn't detonate and he's just like running it through again just to get get his time again. I mean, that is going to be a hard sniper shot to hit there, right? He's barely, even with the slowdown from the ghost. I can't imagine that's going to be an easy shot. Although he does have a good 23 minutes to grind that, you know.
I think he'll definitely get one. That's all he needs. Shot. Even if he goes to some elevation, then walks the exit, even if it's 48, get on the board. Yeah, like you said, he's going to get plenty of time with it.
Yeah, speaking of the board, there are currently 3 finished runs, and just a very quick standings right now. Of course, that don't mean a lot because so many times you'll be improving from this. The 420 leads with a 206, Nezuko-chan has a 322, and Meekah 939, the 3 SA finishes so far.
Like Joker's top left. 2 targets in about 25 seconds. Trying to do triple shots. Earl up. Non-stop
Yeah, and he's had some luck actually. He will run like through, like the medical. Well, it's not really a medical area, but there's like the bit behind where this waiter is and the bag of sugar and stuff. He is able to get him down there. It's just like he's trying to use the lethal poison on him, and it's just not proving to be easy. And anything else is just sort of creating, he's trying to shoot him there, and it's just creating so much loud noise. And those guys are going to come back through there eventually. I think it might just be getting a little bit too much attention.
Nice idea, but yeah, it's tough. Keep that body SA and get out. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see. I think the taser on Earl is probably going to be one of the kills these guys will probably all start to realize might be the best way.
I think we got another time. Yeah, quite catch up. But looking at 3 minutes. Oh, 402.
I don't even know if you can submit again. God damn it!
It's not even their first contract competition. Oh, and what was Danny's time in the end? I think it was 140, but was red, I think, before the shot, but with a sniper, wanted to finish the run and as medic, needs to make medic exit.
Yeah. So currently, what have we got here? So Yanni trying to figure out a way to kill Lance without having to actually go up into the paddock, realizing that is costing him time. I think we might see him just accept that he might have to go up there and just get it done this first time, because I mean he will want to get a time on the board, but it's good. Good that he's trying to figure out a way to make this. He's just killed himself. He's realized you can shoot the propane from underneath, but he's just having difficulties, I think, bringing the guy outside. I can't even remember what he's called. Lance.
Still, I'm on to loving still, making it work little by little each time. And they're actually going for a girl that we saw a while ago, triple shot, going straight up Lance now. But oh, scary angle. Oh,
Yeah. But it's good. I mean, it's good knowledge, right? He's probably just going to go up there now, fire a quick pistol shot, turn that guy around. It every little thing he does is going to help him more and more each time.
good point from Crudy. You can actually lower down that weight with a vacuum cleaner floor below. Leave a propane from him. That'd be amazing to see.
You go, and that is why we like these contract guys being in being in chat, because I had no idea that was even a thing.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah, it's good
janky
knowledge.
audio knowledge stuff in the game. I think even Miami crazy stuff. You found certain sinks. I think you can get somebody over in Ronstadt building to hear it. The ones down in the changing rooms for the drivers. Some crazy
Nice.
things, some crazy stuff. So Phanium got the cyber boot up. Top testing at the shots. Good that's what hitting them.
Yeah, I'm
Perhaps a
not.
bit
I don't.
unfair. Yeah, sorry.
No, I was going to say I don't know how effective a boost is going to be on this particular contract. We got a couple of guys indoors.
Yeah, Phanium has them all down in 44 seconds and mixed that with a couple of distractions. Even a basic at a 53.
If that works, I mean, that would be really, really nice. But I think Phanium just wanted to see if the shots works. It's nowhere near 5-star essay. The bodies have been found in multiple instances.
Yeah, I feel Moses and Sam get away with shooting them and not getting found, especially Sam at the end. Walk on that upper area. Earl and Lance are very tough, especially Lance, I would say. Sam, Earl, you can bring to triple shot or set up their Phanium actually. Yeah, we also got a time from 420 for the 149.
Which was eventually a 4-star, apparently. I
Ah,
think that's what the other messages are for. Sadly, fortunately, this screen is paused on Mando's stream.
Yeah, I was going to say I know he. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he does have some internet issues where he lives. It's unfortunate, but Yanni with 3 targets down, 50-ish seconds.
oh wow.
Just has Earl remaining.
Definitely one of the toughest. I think Earl and Lance definitely going kind of similar in the sense that they're upstairs with a couple of NPCs. I like the from all kills down 110, get the exit in about a little bit 25 30 seconds. Is it kind of annoying? Not changing the medic as well. They'll be looking
Yeah,
good in the top 3, I'd say. Right.
yeah. I think the 140s are going to be achieved here by Yanni. Maybe
And
even 130s actually.
And
Camera
well,
Yanni.
oh no, the
Oh, he dropped his
cameras.
gun. He dropped his gun.
It's such a Yanni thing to do. He always does that and then gets burned by it.
Oh, Yanni.
So no first place for Yanni. Might be First place for Dani, he's going to get the most skill here, the
Oh,
sniper
have
shot,
ang-
but still missing one kill because of one taser probably.
I notice this
Certainly
more and
seems
more
that way.
again. These tasers, there's so many little mechanics to them that are annoying. Like if somebody sees it in the air, then it sometimes becomes invisible to certain guards. Also, look at this from Nezuko. He's triple shotting everybody over to the propanes, and he's going to set up the propane. I absolutely scream. All targets are coming.
And Nezuko made the effort to bring one propane out of the bunch, so with one detonation, that could be a big explosion range.
Yeah, I absolutely love that idea. It pays off. Doesn't get the kill on land. Actually got an NTK, but not. Oh wow!
It's probably
Yeah,
the other card, but
yeah. NTK is wearing that pile and it killed some target. Can't make those big NTK. And he's
yes,
showing us that taser as well, like trying to get up there. For some reason, he's not picking it up.
it's probably the last piece of the puzzle missing for Dani, and then for Yanni basically had it if not for the pistol. So I think both of them are looking for a solid sub to run, but 15 minutes to
Oh,
go.
and Danny did get the taser kill, and he's already in the medic area. 1 minute. This could be even. I know he is locked in. Oh my God, Danny!
What?
And he
How?
avoids the compromised
What?
action.
Last second he got that close on, but he has to hit the shot.
Yeah, this is, and he's going to be really early for this as well now, Danny.
Sniper slowdown will
Let's
be to
go
his
for an early shot
advantage.
since so much time. Oh, absolutely love it. Will he get the
That's it.
130? He does. Oh, very nice,
Oh
Danny.
my God.
That's so sick and probably close to, if not the round winning run right now, but still 14 to go.
Yeah, and that is. Yeah, I think that's going to be up there with the lowest for sure. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, amazing run. I think we're going to have a few players pretty close to that by the sounds of it. 420 has a run in that high 140s. Yanni probably going to have one a similar-ish time. He's at 125 in the medic area right now. Just be swapping disguise. Importantly, has his pistol in hand. This woman is
Give it a gun.
an enforcer.
No.
Yeah.
I think shooting that camera would have been an issue anyway, so.
Yeah, so much panic there for Yanni. I don't think he did anything different than his last run. I guess this could be a bit orangey. So importantly, 420 with a 127,
What?
but
Which we didn't see.
he's not on stream. He
That's
has
going to be
been
hard to validate. So I'm not sure what's going to happen to that run, but we will have another run here if Yoshi gets this last panic / infiltration / anything, because 2.5 minutes into her run, all 4 targets are down. Just needs to get to medit exit and will be the, I think, probably the 5th player with any times on the board. Oh, and gets a headshot on the guard instead of a body shot to get through the area and probably leaving with a crowbar. Not this run, but still 12 minutes and 45 to go.
I'm going to check with 420. Supposing the potential scenario he did get that time. They would do that like maybe 5 minutes recording, match it up to the VOD. Sure, connected to that. Of course, it wasn't. I have no doubt 420 is just going to get a 126. More obvious.
Yeah, I mean he's back live. It's a little bit laggy in the minute, but
I think 420 is fine. Yeah, how we looking at everybody else? Run. We haven't heard from Nezuko. Meekah as well.
I've seen Phanium on the roof a couple of times, but I can't really say how often it has been happen.
Yeah, that's the issue. These contracts is, I do believe 100% Phanium can get a time that's sub-minute approach. But whether you can get it in the next 11 minutes, completely different question. If he doesn't get any time, he's going to have 0 points at a minimum. Finally. Time for
No Joker run yet. And I think it's the early part, the Moses skill, that is problematic. From mascot start, it's a quick one, but not always working for him.
I love it from that sniper. I like it's a variation on all the mascots start there too. They'd start here, go to those targets, but 420 just reverse. I think he has all 4 targets down. I can't tell. New age by so can't see the screen gun and the timer. He's gonna get a better time.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, it might probably be about the same, maybe a couple of
8.
seconds slower. But yeah, I mean, at least we have confirmation of that one. So
Probably the 127 wasn't an outlandish claim, but we definitely have a 128.
yeah, I mean, I think we can probably thumbs up the 127. If I'm honest, we know we definitely know it's achievable at the very least.
Yeah,
But I'm sure. Well, he's got 10 minutes to grind, right? I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can give us something.
Might even be an even faster time than that, but as things stand, it would be the quickest time. It is the quickest time by 2 or 3 seconds compared to Danny's 130.
Yeah, and I told you. I mean, as soon as I said that Danny's 130 might win it, I knew straight away I'd made an error by even speaking.
It is run out with Danny's approach. He is pretty much locked in to the time he has with Moses, but the only thing he can do to change that is earlier shot or later cut. He probably let the cuts out. It's the only way.
Phanium with red guns, so it might not be his first run, but Yoshi once again is 3 targets down and just the paddock security to go. So if her ending is fine, then we'll have once again a time on the board, a new time on the board.
Yeah, I think Yoshi's just going for the, get a time on the board. Doesn't matter.
It's not like he's going to get her 1 or 2 points. I think it's third best time because Nezuko has a 322, Meekah 402, and she's beating those. With the flashy.
Oh, and guns. Unrelated, but.
Oh, probably the panic with the really quick scream from the security, across the security, might have brought up someone there from the floor below.
Oh, and we're not. I didn't even know. I didn't see Joker at 150. He's pumping himself up top for it.
Yeah, Danny 128 as well. So he's only a second. Well, he's technically tied with 420. Because 420 technically only has a 128 submitted officially right now. But
yeah, and
yeah, like I said, I think of the two, it looks like 420 definitely has the. I don't know, like the better run to get a lower time. I know, as you said, Danny very much restricted by that cutscene.
Shot 420. Just so much faith that he got. There's literally no verification on his screen to know if he actually knows the sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll have the audio, I'm guessing, but
I think it's an improvement for 420. I think
it's 28.
Oh my god, it is. Oh, barely.
My favorite guessing game so far. What time is the crowbar exit happening?
He's definitely got it in there for. I'd probably say you can probably get that down to a 126. Like I said, he's got 7 minutes to keep going grinding that. We're gonna see the same run over and over again from 420.
Yeah. Technically, the time that for 420 submitted is the 27, which is unverified, and it's not in the sheets currently. And the 128, he didn't submit, but we know of these runs, so we may have something with the results after time ends, just clarification.
Yeah, and Yanni's about to bank sort of 132-ish, 133 maybe.
Yeah, last 6 minutes.
I just missed the prompt for a 134.
Won't cost him a lot. Got the 34 in the end.
Very good. Very close to top 3 times now. I think they're all within less than 10 seconds of each other. Nice to see, especially with such varying approach. Similar ending.
Yeah, nice and impressive. Yoshi gets into combat and won't be able to kill the last target, but time and time again, that's the part she needs to restart on, and it's another loadout. And now it's another taser for extra safety. It was meant to be this time around lethal poison, but the bullet distraction turned him around as well, and couldn't get the poke in.
Here's what Joker's doing. Actually on the main mission. Maybe he decided his approach was not going to work out.
Yeah, Joker asked what's the next round, so I think he's given up. He's content with his 150, currently good for 6 points, but 5 as now I mentioned it.
Meanwhile, Phanium's really trying to get this approach to work. Really work. It's a little too late now. Really nice idea, but pulling it off really tough. And Danny just trying to time. Crazy damn off him. Like really.
Yeah, I think if we're going to see an improvement now, my money'd be on, or a big improvement, I should say. My money'd be on 420. Well, maybe not. Sorry, the opposite of big. A little improvement. My money'd be on 420 right now. I mean, 420 could actually save himself some time here if he SMGs this door open, even though it's unlocked, because it would keep it open for him to head back to the escape.
True, and if he even got an earlier shot on Moses, well, the seems like pretty angle. I think he got that. Not how he is so much pain himself.
Yeah, that looks good. I think that might genuinely be good enough for maybe a 27.
I'm going to guess. I have no idea. I think 119 on this corner is 1 second. I think. Oh, 127.
28 again.
7.
7.
Oh, yes.
I think he got it.
No,
Yeah, well, 120. He got the 127. There he is. He should be happy with that, and he's still gonna grind just for the fact that he could save another second.
Yeah, here's like Danny. They could get that 1 second in the last couple.
And those 128 was at that point a tie between 420 and Danny, because Danny quietly improved from his early 130 to 128, but that's not the end of his attempt. So the fight for first place is still on. Jan is still going, trying to improve his 134. Joker in the main mission, and the rest are, I think, and of course, Phanium and Yoshi still trying to get their times on the board.
They like to see the last pop up. Times they do love their approach as well. It's always so cool to see all of them come up with like similar ideas.
Yeah, I mean, and we definitely have. I mean, 420 proving that the mascot start, which originally we thought might be the strongest, beaten by a food vendor start, which is one I don't think a lot of people have actually even considered, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. The propane that started also 420 shooting that door open tiny bit.
Oh, but he misses the sniper shot.
He has about 1 run left. If he starts right now.
No, I think he's done. Yeah, he should be pretty happy with that. He's going into this with the lead. It's, I mean, Danny has the shot here. If Danny can make this work, he can probably get it.
This angle, he gets really sharp. Oh my! What an angle!
Oh, Danny, you absolute beast!
Oh, the car fell on the van. If you saw that, a piece of debris.
Was that 120? 121. Oh my god! And there we go. That is exactly why You need to be afraid of Danny in these competitions. I mean, just an absurd. I mean, we thought he maybe knocked 1-2 seconds off, and here he comes and just knocks 6 straight off. It's crazy, man.
Phanium got the last kill, and I think that was his last attempt to hopefully get the hyper boost, but turned instantly red, so Phanium will not post a run. And Yoshi's last run, the guard picked up the taser, and I don't know if that's proxy or remote, needs to be quickly getting it, but that's non-target kill.
That's the end.
So
I
Yoshi
don't
won't
think
be finishing in time either.
some minutes left. Meekah has a chance still to finish up. I think our only player left chance to up, and as I say it, great guns, shot and push.
Yeah, I'll be honest. My screen, we're all done. I think we're basically waiting for roulette. I mean, I guess the question is, which I never actually thought to ask, is it they can finish any run they have started by the end of the time?
I'm not sure if that's explicitly mentioned, but that's not how we have done it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Contra was it was any run gotten after the timer that
Fair
is
enough.
void, unfortunately.
Well, there we go then. Then yeah, we know our results then, because there's no one who is going to be finishing a run in the next 8 seconds. So yeah, I mean, unbelievable performance from Danny and 420 in particular. Yanni as well. Actually, he wasn't too far behind at all.
Crazy. The top 3 was just so crazy. I think to see their approaches, especially on the guard and Lance upstairs. Winning 14.
It has been updated, dude. If you just refresh the scene and re-interact to get the scores.
Scariest moment of my life. Did the spreadsheet thingy work? But it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, do you want to run this down for us, Obs?
Yes, we have DaniButa, number 1, with a time of 1 minute 21 seconds, taking 9 points. Of course, you get a bonus point for that fastest time. There, 420 so close. 127, taking 7 points. Yanni 134, 6 points. Bag. Joker 150, 5 points. Nezuko 4, and Jeff 3. Bit of gap between Nezuko and Meekah, of course, doesn't matter. First for them after. Yeah, Crudy, Phanium, Crudy, of course, hard take. Phanium and Yoshi, unfortunately, didn't bag a time. It really is important you to get one time in. Phanium had a sub minute, but a 2-minute time would have got him 4 points. Players do like that. Just finished recording. Yeah, any comments for ye on the runs?
I love this round.
Yeah, Danny's ridiculous. That's basically my that's my overview.
What about you in for?
It was more exciting than I thought it would be, and like my expectations were high as already because of the players today. But we've seen so many starts, and not just the mascot or race marshal, but the food vendor, of course. And at that point, the not the marina start. It is called marina, but really just a lot of variety here in starts and approaches. So let's hope it keeps up. I mean, it's not going to be the most varied category next to roulette, but I'm hoping it will be some nice runs.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. You don't really often see roulette spin constantly improved HEP wise unless it's reliable practice and people doing a daily spin. It usually is an RTA thing.
Yep, it is map daily spin Royale or improv Royale, but SA with instinct and pro. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. If we start at 5 past, 20 minutes, 3 past. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, pretty much self-explanatory. They're going to get a regular roulette spin and have to try prove as much as they can. I feel like we're going to see a lot more finishes here because you can practice CR and Robert Knox. But I'm really interested to see players try like push themselves because there is a lot of bread and butter in roulette, especially the practice of like laptop and sugar stuff. I like to see some people get creative for to kill them.
And we did try our hardest to make it a spin where you can improve, you can be creative, of course. I think as much people like Miami, yourself and me included, for the sheer variety of strats for a single Miami roulette spin is not as high. And there are some possibilities for simple Sierra first with sugar strat or chili shot going into the Robert laptop approach. But hopefully the spin, which will arrive in less than a minute here, will prove to be exciting enough for these players for 45 minutes.
And yeah, I was going to ask what spin would you like to see, but with the wrong people to be asking. Did you even suggesting Sierra Fall? Requesting that spin. And yeah, just roulette spin down the go, and they just got to keep improving it. No RTA until we get to the final. Left 45 minutes. Really excited. Actually, I think I'm more excited for this than I was for the contract. I'm looking forward to the next contract, but this one and next. Because I think we're at 5 seconds away. That timer shows up. Bottom. It is. What we got? No. So do you want to do us the honors In4?
Yeah, lovely. In the meantime, you could check out your microphone because it's apparently not functioning properly, but hopefully they can hear me. And I see Sierra twice because of the double stream. But Sierra Knox Fall as Concept Engineer, Robert Knox Explosion Accident as Moses Lee is the contract / spin to be optimized in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of improv done.
Yeah, and I'm instantly seeing how happy these guys are that they have to get Moses again.
Poor guys. Yeah, Yoshi. I think what is your obsession? No obsession, just. Oh, it seems like my mic is cutting out, but I'll just move it a bit closer. Right, speak more crisp. Sorry, off my noise suppression.
Reading about the joys of the fall kill. So fall Sierra is a lot of people's, or well, one of the sort of boogie conditions, I guess you could say, that people struggle with. The boogeyman conditions. Not everyone knows how to get that done. Looking like we've got a few people realizing that the Kronstadt engineer as well is a disguise you can start in. One less thing to worry about in this one.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like about this spin is you can start as engineer, but it is a bit annoying. Where are you going to get that propane? Are you going to set up Moses when you're there and get Sierra last? And if you get Sierra last, where's Moses going to be? Because that's another issue. There's lots of little things in this. So I'm really curious to see the timing. Yeah, don't have many people in yet. I think on your stream, too, but on my one, Danny is the first person to actually get in. 420 is nearly done the spin.
I wouldn't be surprised if some players would be just looking up. Like Yanni said, actually, and I have to learn this upstairs lure thing in 45 minutes. It's a roulette resource, how to get a fast Sierra 4.
Could be interesting. Look at this for 420. He's going for a propane toss up, maybe to. Whoa, and that data mod was crazy on his stream. Anybody saw that? Yeah, 420 just. Oh, he got spotted somehow, but I think he's just going to pace it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that guard went yellow. I think there is also is someone on the way out. I don't know if they got like the well. I saw a question mark, but they might have been delayed or just given up. Yeah, it looks like he just wants to know roughly what time he's going to be working with using this this strat.
Also, look from Danny as well. This is one of the variations I was hoping to see from some players. The expo car, you can of course set that up, get out really quickly. Propane's downstairs, so that will save you some time. Still gotta get Moses Lee and figure that out. But yeah, I really like this from Danny so far. There are other players looking. 420 is probably the furthest still right now. Yoshi not far behind.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if we're going to see. Do you think we're just going to see some early times get posted as well? Obviously not from 420. He just wants to test his route out.
Yeah,
But
not too sure. And just to answer Pidgey's question here, you can't explode that car. You can only sabotage it and set up a propane for Robert Knox. You can do a fire kill with it, but you have to be there in person. Or I think we had this conversation in for it's either fire or explosion or something that you can get from it as well.
I remember a conversation, and I think it's not fire, and I think it's explosion.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be there for the one that's like the exhaust, but
I don't know if you can do that as Moses Lee. I think that's going to be the funniest part if you just going to go there as Moses.
My question right now is, what's Danny planning on doing on he rips? Is he going to kill the guard and just move on? Nice. No point wasting 2 minutes. Get all the knowledge you need out of this and do it as fast as you can. But yeah, Nezuko setting up the Robert kill. Has red guns, but that's obviously from Robert. Phanium not far behind either, pretty much the same as Nezuko. Meekah just a little bit further behind. Danny's doing the sugar. That's red guns permanently, but
this is the hardest part to comment it. All these different starts and strats. We've seen the Dolphin Fountain to start suit and get the earliest propane flask. We've seen the Kronstadt Engineer start, of course, to bring the disguise with you and set up Robert that way. I think 420 was the first player in real time to do anything with the disguise and the propane. And still part of routing, of course. And we can see now on Phanium's side that if you start suit, and I think that includes the Robert setup. I think Phanium is 205 with Robert specified.
yeah,
could now end the race there.
Exactly, yeah, I like this as well. Mixing up two different ways of getting the targets that you don't always see. The sabotage and the flag being used. But yeah, do we have anybody close to finishing? Looks like Danny restarted after testing what he needed to test. I can't spot anybody that's deep in a run at the moment.
No, looking at strictly in-game times, Phanium is the furthest ahead, but with red guns, and I think Meekah 222 green guns is the other one right now.
Yeah, it is a tough one, but these players, I honestly think around the 20-minute mark, when there's 20 minutes left, we're going to see a lot of runs finishing up, or a lot of people looking a lot more confident. But yeah, I have to say, so far I do like Danny's and Phanium's approach so far. I haven't actually gotten to pay much attention to 420 because every time I checked they were restarting. But they did have a really nice approach as well. They were one of the fastest to get in, so they looked very confident when they loaded up for this. Yeah, Nezuko having a bit of trouble as well, getting at the beginning sorted, but Phanium's timing it still. Gotta figure out how to get Moses, which is a very tough part.
Still scouting those in-game times. I think it's just Meekah. Meekah would be in prime position to be the first real-time finish with the whole Robert setup as the Kronstadt Engineer, and I think that's going to be a dongle strat. Going to get the race ending pen drive from Maxwell Rudder.
Yeah. So yeah, as much as I like to say I'm a knowledgeable person on Miami, the variations on Moses and Sierra based on dongle, sugar, chili shots, and crash Kronstadt just melts my mind every time I try to even begin to understand how it changes it up. So I wouldn't even know myself if Moses is going to come out first or at the same time. I would assume he comes out first. Oh, Meekah. So close to ripping there. That was like 99% whoosh, I think.
Still alive somehow.
And how are other players looking? 20s.
I just realised I think I've been on mute for like a good few minutes. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely. You weren't talking.
Don't mind me. I've just lost Yanni's stream actually.
He just messaged that he killed himself and that crashed the game.
Oh.
Ah, brilliant. Excellent stuff. You love to see it.
Oh, Danny going for the ceiling shot now. Looking really good right now. But he doesn't have Moses, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Danny's starting the lure. Unfortunately, he's finishing it, but his run is also finishing because he couldn't quite get the push there for the lure. He also did that as a journalist and not Moses, or a transit engineer, but I think that would have been nearby.
Oh, Danny getting the peekaboo on Moses as well. Although I think he missed Sierra was the issue. I think I saw not too long ago. She didn't actually decide to go upstairs. So where in God's name is she going to go now? If she just walks out onto that red carpet.
And I guess there is always a secondary fall option. But I mean, that's for Sierra. I'm not sure if you meant Sierra or Moses, because Moses will be hard to isolate. Sierra is good for a 4-kill outside.
I mean,
I can't even pretend like I'm good enough at roulette to like know all these strats. Like I know one Sierra full kill and it is awful. And I'm pretty sure you just have to like, yeah, you just have to like shoot the ceiling or something, and then she goes upstairs. And yeah, it's not ideal, but I'm sure you guys have found plenty of better ones now.
Yeah, there's a couple of variations. I know some people, I think a couple of people here even, I saw them run it a long time ago. Getting Sierra on the railing upstairs, like where the interview kind of happens. Not that exact one, but the one that's over by the Kronstadt paddock. You can actually get her super early, which would be nice to see. Yeah, it's really risky, but if you can pull it off, it's a really nice kill. It saves you a lot of time. I think the safer option, if I had to guess, would probably be yeah, Agent Snail said that's even safer. I didn't consider that. Getting the incriminating evidence, getting her to the back of the big building, the Flamingo Hotel, and dragging her into the pit, which would be quite a adventure. But it is used, and it's used in roulette because it's safe, and that's all that matters. Because it's worth noting, nobody's finished the spin yet.
Hopefully everyone gets anytime, and it's not a problem if they are still scouting the spin, if practicing some stuff 10 minutes into the spin, but you will need something by the end of these 33.
Yeah, not too sure why my voice is better on Mando's stream, but not my one. Maybe the mic filters are a bit weird, but if that's the case, I just recommend muting this stream and putting up Mando's one.
Yeah, it's called just don't set up any filters because you forgot.
Mando has the unfiltered stream for anyone.
Funny enough, I did set up the filters, but the filters seem to be ruining my voice.
Yeah, I have none. I went rogue, straight. Who cares? It's fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, people can mute one or the other, whichever one sounds better to you.
We still have 2+ hours to figure out these settings, so
yeah, exactly.
No worries, and keep the feedback coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, especially if the feedback tells me my stream is better. That's always good. I'm kidding, of course.
And again, I don't know if anybody's deep in around. I think Meekah is probably the deepest right now. I can't see. I think Yanni's actually 2 minutes as well.
Meekah and Yanni, then Joker, I think. Yeah, just getting by. I know Yanni using his time a little bit better, I guess you could say. He is getting what's he called? Robert. He's getting Robert like downstairs with the peekaboo rather than using the laptop and taking him all the way upstairs, saving him a little bit of time. Means he already has the propane with him as well.
Oh, Yanni ripped there by mistake. That waiter was just too annoying. He's going to finish it out, I think.
I think he was routing or pacing his run from a while ago.
Ah, okay.
Just needs to finish it or look at it how he may 3 minutes in with Robert isolated, so still a pit stop and a 40 to go.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard from Yanni in the Discord. He wasn't super confident with the old Sierra fall, so perhaps he's just going to keep this red guns run alive just to get some practice on that fall kill, I guess.
Yeah, and Danny's looking really good again. Look how fast he gets all the set up. He's already over to Sierra at nearly 130, and he has the engineer and Robert kill set up. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and of course lots to do on this side of the map as well, but going to be really interesting to see. Now he's going for sugar, as it's not mandatory, but much easier than figure out the timings of the chili shot as well.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a lot easier to know the timing of sugar because of the fact you can go in and do it. But yeah, if he wants to improve it even more, you might see some crazy stuff. Because we did see him doing the flag not too long ago. I think maybe Daniel's doing the flag. I could be mixing it up with Phanium, but we'll see regardless if they opt to try that.
Phanium is definitely a flag strat enjoyer, at least for these 45 minutes, I'm sure. If Dennis has been doing it in this run.
Also, we're noting the good knowledge from players to just bring the propane through the window, because of course you can bring the propane through the window because you just put it in your pocket for some reason, which does save you time.
That is what I do when I scale up the side of buildings with a propane, to be fair.
Who wouldn't? It's efficient. Oh, look at from Phanium. Do you see these shots he's doing? So beautiful.
Such a nice turnaround for sure. A little bit of whoosh, but not a problem. And he's off to get mechanic engineer.
From what you guys are seeing, can we estimate any times at all at this point? I don't even know where to begin. In all honesty,
I'd say a nice, lovely 420, especially as Danny is doing really nice right now.
Yeah, well, I can see he's got Sierra moving at the very least, and he's now going to go for Moses. Curious just how he's just going to go for the old peekaboo.
So close.
Yeah, just had that peekaboo for slightly too long.
Gonna pace it though, I think, or he's checking where Robert is. Is Robert leaving or is he arriving?
I didn't even see where the propane was set up, but he's near the octane booster garage with the two first engineers, Phanium got and others.
See, what I'm thinking now for Danny, because I'm just curious, with his approach, he's just too slow for the sabotage. Is he might actually set up the propane when Robert's going back on like a stairwell or something, and look at the map and pop it then, which would be crazy to see, because if he wants to make this work, I don't think he has enough time to get mostly. So it's going to be some variations on it. Nezuko's deep in the run as well, but he does have red guns. Can't tell if that's from Robert, but most players do have it from that.
Yeah, top spin, no finishes, but still half an hour to go. It's definitely less about the game time grind and improving your runs again and again, rather than just have one confidence strat that you can pull off and hope that's enough for some points.
I agree. I'd love to just see some safe finishes, even if it's 7 minutes, 8 minutes, which is still a really good time for a spin like this. It's no easy spin. I'd love to see it from any of the players. Phanium looking good though. Does get the Robert kill. Now just a Sierra kill. Probably gonna get it in the paddock. And to be honest, the timing is actually, having Sierra in the paddock at 4 minutes is actually really good timing.
I think anything under 7 minutes and you can be impressed with your run.
Yeah,
the fact that we can talk about sub 5s here is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's honestly no easy spin. A lot of stuff to keep track of. Like I said, the propane, constant engineer, Moses Lee, and getting Sierra to a fall opportunity. There's just so many overlapping things, so it's really good management from any player who can string them together. But yeah, I think Phanium might be the first person to finish if he doesn't rip upstairs here. He's trying to knock out everybody. Oh, scary.
This is going to be a big because that security will be in front of a mirror. I don't think you will have a prompt there, and also the whoosh is starting from the other direction.
And how has Phanium even managed to keep that alive?
Good question. Lots of darts are helping him.
Yeah, and he's going to have to hope that
Oh.
Scream hasn't caused any issues, although
It
he does
did.
mainly have tranked
One
bodies.
question mark. Two people moving. This doesn't see the guard coming up the stairs. He stops to check someone else.
Yeah, he's seen the tranked body.
Can look at that guard, not on the stairs.
No,
Why?
I was going to say, he'd been
I
better.
think it was going to be really either way, because either you are seen from below or he starts moving and Sierra is in the picture for the guard as well.
Oh, look at this from Danny. I just barely caught it. He is setting up the propane further along Robert's path, so he's going to make that sabotage actually work. Love to see this live adaptation to these things. But yeah, Phanium's looking really good. I really like his strat. How are other players looking? Anybody deep in the run? I think 420 is Yoshi going
He's
for
3 here.
approach. I haven't seen in a while.
420 is about 3 minutes in.
Oh my god, Yoshi going for this couch particle boost.
It's probably less about the run rather than sending a message, but violin and muffins. It's obvious loadout for this spin, but could nicely get out of bounds there.
Yeah, I am a fan of this approach with Danny. Starting Event Crew is such a surprising start for this when you think, like, if you looked at it at the first glance, but with this strat he has, it's nice. Phanium as well. The fact that he can get Sierra into the paddock so early, it's really nice. And as they say that, he rips to Robert. Nezuko might be the first person to get a time as well, assuming that rip, he knocked out everybody.
I want to say that was red before the KOs, but
I think it was red before that KO. I'm not sure how many KOs until he had those.
There's always a chance that the red was from Robert a good 7 minutes ago. So let's hope for that for Nezuko's sake.
Yeah.
We can now check the 4 kill here. Sierra left here on these stairs, and I think if the security is a nice position, then we will see a Sierra fall, one of the first Sierra falls at the halfway mark, and that's Sierra down.
Yeah, very nice for Nezuko. We're going to see these green guns come back because it'd be nice to see it. There's Sierra getting found, but of course it's an accident. And I assume Nezuko set up Robert on the laptop area, as we saw most players doing. But he should get about, probably not sub 9 now, but I do think we're going to get like a 9:14. If he goes for default, yeah, maybe like a 9:30 then.
It's of course Nezuko doesn't want to risk it and detonate early because, of course, Robert is an accident, but his guard would be collateral and would cause red guns there, and hopefully that will turn his guns back to green, and we will have the first finishing time.
Yeah,
It was the first finish one.
420 was five minutes into a run there and just got instantly spotted trespassing when he jumped the barrier as onto like the red carpet. It's unfortunate.
And yeah, we got our first time just as that happened as well. As it go, finished 9:21. That's all you need. He's first place right now. Just finish the spin.
Nezuko was the first one to finish in real time for the contract. Earned him a nice few points there, but I think it will earn him even more for this roulette because I don't see a lot of people finishing this.
Yeah, I hope we get a couple more finishes soon enough because the pressure does get on a little bit. You think I gotta get a good time rather than just I gotta get a time, because the points really won't care if you don't have a time on the board. But yeah, how is Joker looking? Looks like he's about 3 minutes in. And he has sugar in hand, getting a smuggle. Curious what fall he is approaching. Looks like Danny finally has Sierra on the hook to go upstairs now.
This pivotal point, trying not to overdo the Moses peekaboo, and he's looking for a different angle this time. Didn't even know that's possible aim. I think that might stop Moses.
Nice.
And get him on the hook as well.
Super nice peekaboo there.
Just not far along the way.
Oh,
He
Danny!
gets stuck in the door.
He's going to test it out though. Guard accident. Must have been such close timing. A little bit too late. Oh. Danny having a lot of trouble trying to optimize this.
This is a lot to do right in 45 minutes. I mean, the spin itself is tough, but done is live setup from far. I mean, I understand it will be quick if it happens, but will it happen in the last 20 minutes?
Yeah. He'd be really questioning right now. For Danny, should he just do a safe explosion on Robert or do a safer fall on Sierra? Really, really hard to say. I think Sierra's already going downstairs.
Yeah, Danny spent a lot of time getting the disguise. Oh no, Sierra's still upstairs for Danny at least. Oh, but chest passing has crossed that mechanic. Engineer. Guess it's more pacing time, and sub 5 would be sort of fine there, but so much to do right there. It's, as Zai says, it's a moving live setup, makes it so hard to get it right.
Yeah, really tough timing. I honestly do think Danny would be feel a lot more comfortable if he went for that paddock and just didn't worry about that whole setup on Sierra with the ceiling shot for this now, because yeah, like you just said, Sai said, it's a moving live setup. Could be really tough to get everything to line up. How is 420 looking? He's going for some thrown items on the ceiling.
Yeah, he was looking good. He did a pistol shot, but I think he ran out just ever so slightly too soon.
Oh, and the Joker just is he just with a finisher run as well?
No, that's a restart as Moses. Or at least a pause.
20 trespassing.
Super unfortunate. Yeah, I think he did get the kill as he turned. I think he's going for the exit, or he's going for Sierra, or he already has Sierra.
No, he's gone red. His Sierra, she's in the paddock right now.
And yeah, unfortunately, Robert's guard was found, I think, from the propane.
Yeah, it was indeed. But he's gonna again. It looks like he's gonna just paste this out and find out what time he's looking at.
But yeah, looking pretty good for him. I think he'd maybe be able to. I don't know if he could even squeeze out a sub 7 out of this, because it takes Sierra a while to come up. How are other players looking? Meekah is about to get the Sierra kill. Wrong disguise, but I hope they know that, which they do.
Oh, and Joker ripped by mirrors. That's already a hard spot to isolate Sierra in, but with the mirror, it's almost trolley.
Oh, good luck here, Phanium. No way do you. Actually, it does save it.
And it's the worst case scenario. Phanium is going to be red for the next 5, 6, 7 minutes, which I think should give him the green guns back, but the fact that Robert was aware that he was trespassing and started panicking before the guards stopped falling down, it's a little cause for concern.
Yeah, I agree. It's a bit scary, but hopefully it works out. Has Yoshi actually given up as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate, but still 7 runners. They're really close to getting this right now. Danny just did the sugar as well, so we might see Oh, Moses and ceiling shot shenanigans.
Thanks to Chris for summarizing. Meekah had a late run going, but after all the setup, Meekah just got trespassing.
And yeah, I agree, Canada. Getting Sierra at the paddock actually seems, funnily enough, more viable. It's mainly just the fact Moses has to be grabbed. You don't have two overlapping like actions, which is why I think paddock is going to be really nice for these players if they integrate it in. But yeah, Danny doing this lovely setup. Wonder where he learned it.
Your YouTube analytics are rising to the minute.
Completely coincidental, by the way. I didn't pick it because of the fact it literally just is an interesting kill.
It is coincidental since you do have a video of every other kill in Miami as well.
Oh, Danny's killing me with these Moses peekaboos. Even gets the right side coming over for Moses because of the fact he peekabooed him so hard to the right.
Yeah, the best kind of peekaboo, really strong, and made Moses go the right way around. Doesn't even look at the mid.
Oh my god.
No red guns there.
Such a flex.
That's brilliant by Danny.
Oh, Danny's really on a good run now. He has to get Sierra. We saw how messy it was last time, though. You can see he's a little bit faster and a little bit more panicky.
Yeah, he knows this. I mean, probably not his only chance, but his first main great chance to get not just a time in, but a really, really strong one.
And Sierra is leaving. That guard is the biggest issue. You don't want to even turn him around. Oh my god. He has to go through the bathrooms and not get Sierra on the stairs because... Oh my.
The two NPCs to take care of, but Sierra might not see this one. The searching is not because of her.
That guard at the end of the hallway, though.
I think he's still going away, and unless this security on the right hears anything, she should be fine. I don't like how Danny doesn't do anything with the journalist there.
I don't think anybody can spot that. If maybe a driver, even the cam's shot from Danny to exit it out. That's super nice from Danny if he can get out. He hasn't yet, and there is bodies lying on the floor.
5 flat at the moment, needs to just get to the medic exit by turning this mechanic around.
Oh, and the guard go the race marshal because the race ended. And I don't think you can even bother going for this now. You have to just go around the long way. Yeah, which he does. It's a bit annoying, but honestly, I don't think somebody's going to be touching that for a while.
I don't want to reverse jinx or anything, but then he will be on a timer because the rudder moves out of his office and goes to the trophy area. And that's the body found. If Danny was just 5 seconds, I'm pretty sure that's rudder. Next to rudder. I'm so unfortunate for Danny.
I think the screwdriver mishap literally cost that. That was so unfortunate for Danny. But he has the recipe for success now, and he's straight back in.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just summarize that real quick with existence is pain.
Really is for everyone.
That sucked for Danny.
And what in God's name is Yoshi doing? Just saw a hyperboost into the sky trying to SMG somebody. But anyway, Phanium stopping the race manually. 420. So at this, I think, yeah, they're pretty deep into the run. They're trying to get the Sierra kill again. Hopefully the red guns are from Robert.
Yeah, they should be.
Oh, and so sad for Danny. Still, that timing on Robert as well. Gone to waste was so beautiful. Oh, unfortunate for 420, yeah.
Such a hard kill to get going. This full kill.
Goes to show though that these they can work, but yeah, I'd just love to see the players realize that and go a little bit safer. But everybody seems to be really wanting to get this really fast one. That crowbar got stuck on the ceiling for Nezuko.
This thing the other way around, through the floor below, but not above. And you can see the snail strat again. Oh, but the snail is getting stuck in the equipment.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Nezuko, the timing on that. Meanwhile, Phanium gets Moses. Pretty much target number 3 of this. And who else do we have that's on a pretty good run? Joker isn't looking too bad.
So, yeah, Joker's 6 minutes in. He's just waiting for Moses.
Yeah, looking pretty good for him right now. Yanni as well has Sugar and an unconscious witness, which very likely is Robert, because nobody's really going to be testing anything at this point. Plenty of time. Phanium looking pretty good, I would say. He's about to get smuggled. Sierra's downstairs at Paddock right now.
Joker's snail didn't go off.
Ah. Tiny little things, just throwing everybody off just a tiny bit.
Yeah, 6 minutes in as well. We're down to our last 10 minutes now as well.
Yeah, it could be a last run for a lot of people. We've seen sometimes like 7-8 minutes. I think Nezuko being still a running player to finish.
Nezuko is the only player to finish so far.
Damn, this Miami Meltdown was a more fitting name than I realized.
I mean, it is one of the harder spins.
Yeah, I agree. This is not an easy spin by any margin. And I honestly just think a lot of players are just really tunnel visioned by their approaches. And I think that's what paid off for Nezuko. He knew his time was going to be not the best theoretically, but right now he's still top of the leaderboard.
Phanium with a big opportunity here to be the second finisher, though. 2 NPCs started moving after Sierra Sierra saw one body and then maybe the second one. It's definitely red guns. It might be a bit too early KO. We won't see until after this push, but hopefully Phanium gets green and gets a second kill.
Does that work there?
That does work.
Wow.
And gets back to green, and any disguise is fine here.
That's really nice
to the medic exit
from Phanium there. I didn't know you can even dump there because it's such a risky spot, but Phanium had the practice. You could tell by that one distraction, because that's a scary dump to do in front of a whole audience.
Yeah, and he's going to be banking a 604, something like that.
Of course, he has to go to next to one enforcer for a good measure, but 6 minute-ish run, very solid first place by Phanium. He needed this one after failing to score in the contract round.
Yeah, that actually put him back in the running now for the top 3 when we get to that final round, because if we don't see any finishes soon, that's pretty much going to be top 3. And Danny just couldn't get that run. I still don't think we saw a finish from Danny, who was moments away. And I think these little things are just going wrong now, and the panic will definitely set in as soon as you have 1 or 2 runs left.
Yeah, Joker for 20, Meekah all not quite the midpoint of their run, but they didn't start either just now. Between 2 minutes and 4 minutes, all of their in-game times are. So looks like this might be their one last good shot, but they are still in it.
Also, did Yanni's stream go down?
Yeah, but I think he might have. I think he knows about it.
And
Phanium did finish a run, 6 minutes.
Chris is typing, so I'm hoping he's telling Yanni.
6:01 was Phanium's finishing time. Really solid in-game time there.
Yeah, super solid. Do that any day during Royale Rivals and you're going to absolutely sweep your opponent. As you can see, they have pretty much the time you would have for a roulette match. Give or take a 2-minute difference, but yeah, really nice from Phanium, to be honest. I really like that approach. How is 420 looking? I see them in a journalist heading over to the paddock.
Yeah, I think he's just moving around the map, making it a bit easier. He stashed his disguise over here.
Yeah, very nice. And Joker as well is knocking out everybody upstairs. I'm gonna box this guy for safekeeping. I love it. You need to dump some of the people up here because it's a scary room. And how are other players looking? Danny is about 2 minutes in. Nezuko 3 minutes in. Meekah 5 minutes in. Really wants to get this ceiling shot to work. They don't have much time. This will very, very likely be their last run if they don't get this kill, because they need to improve on something.
Yeah, I mean, Phanium's excellent time is already 6 minutes, so yeah, we're pretty much talking last runs now. And well, Danny might have a bit more time. I think he was looking sort of 5-ish minutes, but he's not going to have long if he is going to restart. Yanni has some OBS issues. His internet is actually fine. He just can't connect to Twitch servers, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
Really
hopefully
unfortunate.
he can get it up soon enough.
I think
420.
he was in a run actually, but I don't know at what part. It's like, of course, 1 minute. It's unfortunate. If it's 5 minutes, then it's tragic.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
420 with the kill
this.
soon.
Yeah. Where's that guard? I don't like that you look for the guard.
The
The
guard's
guard was just
walking.
leaving.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
the journalist is the one he took out a while ago.
Got
There's the
red
kill
guns,
done. That
but
body. Yeah, that's from Robert. He should be fine now. He just needs to get Moses. He left a gun. There we go.
He
wow.
does
It's
have
really.
Moses. He's such a nice spot.
Yeah, I think he left a gum for him, which is awesome timing. Yeah, it's just going to be medic escape. Just going to get that disguise set up first, understandable. Because he is going to have to run for the exit. Green guns are back.
Should be good to exit. Yeah, fair play 420. Leaving it to the last minute. Almost finishing at 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock as well.
6:15 banked for 420, so that puts him second place on the leaderboards. Good chunk of points.
Yeah, just on chat as well. Danny pretty much admitting, yeah, he's not going to get a run. He was moments away, and he was our leader that first round. So this round is getting really really close, for the points at least.
Yeah, it's
Anybody
Phanium
else?
taking the extra points there and a single extra point and the most of the round as things stand. Should be a bit closer.
Yeah, I mean, Joker still has a run going as well. It's now beyond the times of 420 and Phanium, but still has a run that's alive at the very least. So fingers crossed he can get himself a time on the board. I think Meekah's still on the go as well. Nezuko red guns, but I'm assuming that's from Robert. Joker's snail has detonated this time, importantly as well. Managed to hit pretty much the whole garage. Enough of the garage that he can probably salvage this.
Yeah, love that, to be honest. That was really clean from Nezuko. Even getting Sierra on the stairs, really well planned.
I mean, these guys should just panic and leave. Oh, and he's found trespassing that guy. That's Joker's run dead. I think we're basically looking now at Meekah and Nezuko. They've got 2 minutes 40 seconds to get something going here. Nezuko has the full kill. I mean, Nezuko, of course, already has a time banked. I think that's just ripped Nezuko right there. There's going to be... Yeah, that's not going to do him any good, unfortunately.
Unless...
or that works as well, apparently.
Obviously, that's the way the guard would triple shot away, but I said the least of Nezuko.
So scared for Meekah here as well. This dump is sometimes risky. Like I said, there is somehow a mechanic that can catch you through the floor.
Yeah, all eyes on Meekah.
Does get it.
Does he? Does he have Moses down? I've not been able to pay attention. Or is he going to have to go on a big old run to find him?
I think they have Moses here in the medic area, even. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, disguise already done. Kill should be set up. Medic right there. He's going to be. Looks like he's going to be banking a time, assuming all goes well. It's going to be the slowest time on the board. but it's a time nevertheless, and it is still points that Meekah can bring home.
Oh,
9:43 his end time by the look of it.
yeah.
And yeah, I think that's we're done with the round now. There's 90 seconds left, no runs on the go.
Yeah, but Danny's way too far away, I'd say, to even have a chance of getting this. Which is unfortunate, but yeah, we had a couple of finishes. Big props to Meekah for getting around that last 2 minutes. It's not easy with the stress of it. But yeah, I guess we'll leave the timer play a little bit. Danny is about to give his all. See, and yeah, I can see people venting a little bit, but it's many people that didn't get a run to the last couple of minutes, which is understandable. Yeah, like we said, we don't want it to be a super easy spin either, because then there's not much to improve on. And I feel like this spin more than anything showcased that there's a lot of improvement that can be done. I'm sure somebody after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, like, what content are we going for here, or like, as in terms of the difficulties of the contract, the spin, etc. Of course, like, this was advertised, the challenge, the event to find the best Miami player, and like anything that is straightforward would have felt a bit cheap to hopefully to be decided by execution rather than routing or improvisation. So that's why even the vanilla contract had the curveball of Moses, even the vanilla spin had these two kills, and that's why we are going to have, of course, two more twists, not on the same matter, but a bingo board is always nice, and then the restricted contact should be fun too.
Yeah, I agree exactly with that.
Yeah, and we've got an updated scoreboard as well, and yeah, I think you said a few moments ago, Obs, it does bring things a lot closer together.
Yeah, I agree. Just because Danny finished first round 1 and Phanium finished first round 2 doesn't make much of an impact, because of the fact 420 and Nezuko just finished 2 pretty nice runs, or 4 nice runs even. 420 looking really good right now because they have gotten second place twice, which is a really nice position to be in.
Yeah, and things. I mean, everything's still to play for us. Is the top 3 slots that we're interested in. They will be heading over to the final. But yeah, plenty still to play for. There's only 5 points between the top 4, and again, Meekah's only a single point behind Danny and Phanium, so plenty of points on offer. And yeah, I think this what the round we're heading into now. I don't know if all the rounds are all public, right? We can say it. I'm not going to leak.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say we're off to bingo, which is a mode that I think everyone can be strong in.
Yeah.
And it's going to hopefully be where we see the most sort of divide. It's going to be tough for us three to keep up with who's doing what lines and such. But yeah, I think we're going to see hopefully a lot of variety in the spins and or the board. Sorry, I should say the lines they choose. I'm going to see plenty of variety. See what proves to be the fastest. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. It's going to be really nice to see it. And it seems like a lot of people are excited for bingo. Seems to be a favorite game mode by a lot of people. But yeah, a lot of innovation allowed in this as well. I'm excited to see what we get. And I will get my stuff for the bingo ready.
Yeah, I'm going to be really surprised by what comes up, obviously. No, it's going to be good. All bingo is proven to be good. We've got a lot of love for bingo across the community. In its original form, and this. What's the sort of name Joker assigned it? Is it like Flash Bingo that we're playing today? Like a one line, nice quick. I want to say, is it Flash Bingo? Something like that. But yeah, we're playing a nice quick bingo. Only a single line is going to be required. I want to say it's not quite default loadout now as well. It's the any normal ICA 19 variant, so not the automatic coins and a lockpick. That is still one of the requirements, but it is just a single line that needs completing.
Yeah, exactly.
I call it the bingo loadout now because default loadout would just cause confusion. But
True.
Yeah, the old bingo loadout. There we go. Yeah, and mud shots still allowed. I'm sure most people know what they are, but yeah, they're shooting the doors open with a pistol. That's all good. Yeah, I mean, I'm genuinely looking forward to this. I mean, good time to shout out. Obviously, Providence also hosting Hitman Bingo 2. That's coming up very soon. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it even now. I'm excited to see it in the proper tournament. It's going to be brilliant. It provides awesome content. Shows who the best of the best are.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of experimentation as well. We get to see some sides to Hitman we don't usually see with these game modes and these events, which I love. And yeah, like you said, Hitman Bingo coming up soon. It's gonna be really good. And we start at 55, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I don't know. I think we might. Do we have a? Have we had like a? Oh no, it's not this time. Next time we're having a slightly extended break, having 10 minutes after this one rather than the 5 we've had so far. It's a long event for us. Gives us a chance to get some water and such. But yeah, it's a long time for the players as well. But yeah, our bingo board will be here in just a couple of seconds.
And there we go.
And yeah, I mean, this isn't really one we can run through because we will be here for quite some time.
would you want to read out the board? Yeah, it's a age-old joke there, but
yeah.
I'll say something really quickly about how the board was created. As players, I think just going to read these 25 tiles and try to figure out what lines are viable. Most of the maps right now have 80 to 100 tiles, so Miami would be similar there. But it also means that there's a ridiculous amount of map knowledge needed for each map. So what we've done, I've personally, as the first step, but we as a team later on, is to, for this competition, just remove the tiles which are more obscure, more niche, which the roulette contract players are less likely to know. And we still ended up with 40 odd tiles without needing to know where the incriminating evidence is or the notes to this random NPC, which are still interesting tiles for the bingo competitions, but to just to be able to look at the board, we ended up with some more simple tiles like the starfish, which is of course the nice item for roulette players. The loudspeaker is always used for falling object, and things like that, easier disguises too.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing to note is as well, unfortunately, we're not going to see people be able to interact with the board. Too many colors, too much madness to keep an eye on. But Chris will have all that information. He'll be following along.
Yeah, hopefully should be not too much for him to deal with, but
yeah, I think we're all going to have to collectively help admin this one, just in case.
And yeah, I apologize. This stream's my end buffer for just a minute, but I know it'll go away in just a moment. To be fair, it's been going for a little bit, but Twitch embeds for you. And I was going to say as well, our 420 and there's 420 crashed again.
Yeah, I think so. I was just about to say we have no feed. Yeah, Joker's back. I just need to refresh his stream.
Oh, it looks like my streams are back to their healthy heartbeat now.
We were so close to having 8 functional streams at the same time.
It would feel better if all 8 were broken rather than 7 somehow. At least we could throw blame at just the system. But yeah, well, I guess it's worth noting. What do we think are some nice lines here? I guess it's hard to really say, or if we can even say.
Let me have a quick glance at this myself. I mean, I actually haven't had much to do with the curation of this bingo board at all. It's actually, I don't know which of these I would say is a good looking. I mean, I guess row 3 isn't too bad.
Yeah, that was one I was looking at as well.
Since you're obviously going to need to be on both sides of the maps because we are taking out both Robert and Sierra rather than just one. What else have we got? Column 5 looks pretty good to me as well. If you use the Expo engine as like your way of getting Robert towards you, would help. Get one of the kills down. The rest of it isn't too bad.
Also, Phanium going like absolute sicko mode right now. Distracting everybody, dancing around them. Collected a cleaver and suit as well, which makes me think that they're going for something that includes the top left tile. No reason to grab it otherwise. But yeah, I agree with Crudy. Top line does look good. And I think we saw Nezuko shooting 3 fish tanks and getting a fish, so that is a very nice line. A lot of, now that they pointed out, there is a lot of that can be done from this side of the map by Robert, because you can shoot the car, but stringing it all together and finding it is a different story.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. The Kronstadt researcher. Now, which obviously that's the guys in the lab coats. I guess the best. Is there a free one? I guess the best one would be the ones in the room with like the robot arms and stuff.
Yeah, they say the fuse box by Robert's office is probably one of the most commonly grabbed ones during roulette, at least.
Yeah, that top line. Yeah, top line looks pretty good.
Yeah, how many of our players are thinking the same thing here? Tough to say, but
Nezuko and Joker almost synced. They are sabotaging the Expo Cars engine, which still gives us 3 potential lines there. The first column, the first row, the last column, or the diagonal, but it's going to give us some insight there. And both of them, or Joker is now going to the aquarium on Mando's stream, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. And he's picking up the fish, so Joker is confirmed to go for the first row, which of course they can change later on, but for this run at least we can remember that Joker is liking row 1 first.
yeah, I think top row is looking really good for everybody right now. Even Nezuko starting. Marina seems to be a pretty good start for this. But yeah, I like all these approaches so far. Yeah, unfortunately 420 Yanni are having stream issues still. Nothing they can do about it, to be fair. It's just annoying technical issues.
Yeah, I mean, this is very much all eyes on well, I guess Joker and Meekah right now. They're the ones pretty far into these spins. Joker is in fact using that the sabotage for his kill method. Has himself the Kronstadt researcher disguise already. He's just going to pistol snipe Sierra. It's good timing as she turns the final corner.
They're looking pretty nice. Yeah, Joker looking super nice right now.
Yeah, he's been tagged by the cams, unfortunately, but pretty quick job to take those out. Now he's on the right floor. Got a bit crazy with the old pistol shots there. I'm guessing now he's just going to have the run over to get himself a cleaver. Everything else, I assume he looks like he must have the other 4 done right now. As far as I'm aware, is there only one cleaver on the map, and it's in the kitchen across?
No, actually, there's one next to the food stalls by Florida Man.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course there is.
I think we saw, Phanium grabbed that one, which would have skipped my mind.
Is there one here by the food vendors where Joker is right now?
I would also like to say so, but I honestly couldn't confirm it.
Yeah, it would make sense. I know there's a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
But I think there might be
I think there is, here in this one.
Yeah, it's literally right there. So that is Joker done. Going to be heading over to the medic exit, I would assume.
Yeah, super nice run. I think we're going to get sub 4 from Joker, which is...
Oh, but no, we're not. He's just had his researcher get found, whoever that was.
Oh yeah,
I didn't actually see which researcher he
I want to say he got the one that was the 2 that are in the kind of lab area downstairs from the main one. Not too sure.
Yeah, and still nothing from Yanni and 420 here, unfortunately.
Yeah, hopefully they can get it sorted. Meanwhile, Danny got that cleaver we were talking about. That's by the food stalls. So the panic, so he didn't have to worry about trespassing or illegal pickup. Super nice. I was about to say, what's the plan about going in here? But of course, you need that screwdriver from the podium to sabotage the Expo car engine. Must be one of the best screwdrivers to grab. And who else is on a good run, by the looks of it? Looks like Yoshi's looking pretty good. Joker about a minute in.
Yoshi might be the only person at the moment not to go with, or at least we don't know if she's going with the first row. Phanium definitely going for the cleaver. Nezuko just got it. Joker, we've seen the full run, and I think Meekah also sabotaging the expo car and shooting these tanks. So it's overwhelmingly row 1, but I'm curious what the other viable line at the moment is. Yoshi's become the race marshal, so row 4 or column 4 will be viable here.
Yeah, I love all these fish tank shots from everybody. Just absolutely laying it in.
I think that's what made row 1 so nice, I guess, for lack of a better word, because collect the fish and shoot 3 fish tanks, sorry, are right next to each other and can be done at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really nice combo. Well spotted by all the players, and they seem to be pretty commonly finding it, which is, I'm sure they love the break of pace of avoiding Sierra's side of the map, because they spent plenty of time there the past 2 rounds. But yeah, it looks like Danny's really close. Oh, if Danny got that shot, it would save them a lot of time.
Meekah dropping Robert down there. Headshot on Robert. Oh, scene. So little do they know it's an illegal run because they have the Kruger, which we mentioned that it's the road that requires an ICA variant, not a Kruger Meyer.
Yeah, poor Canadian 420 must be losing their mind with their streams.
Yeah.
And Meekah, I think, understanding the message of the Kruger, showing their surrendering. But who else is on a good run then? Joker unfortunately isn't. Yoshi pretty deep into one. Fortunately, Yanni and 420 having just a bit of trouble. So he's so infuriating, especially for Yanni, who had it happen for the majority of the end of the last round.
I think there was a moment when Yanni's stream was working, so the fact that it went away again is just so frustrating.
It's interesting to see the screwdriver grabs from players here. Like they're switching up which ones they go for.
Yeah, it's not a strict screwdriver line or tile, but it's for this Expo car, of course.
Yeah. So it looks like Yoshi might get a run pretty soon. Has to get the Sierra kill, which very reminiscent of the Moses kill from earlier. It does get it. So Yoshi's looking good.
Any method is fine, and of course.
There we go. We have Yanni back at the very least.
It's good to
Still
hear.
working on 20. But...
7.
And I agree as well.
Make it 8.
With TS that Danny's fish tank shot somehow he makes shooting a tank look somewhat impressive. It's for no reason, but it does save a tiny bit of time, I suppose, each time he has to go for it. So yeah, I think these researchers were found last time for Danny. Not sure why. I feel like Robert would be the only person that would stroll upon there.
I thought so too, then I was corrected that there are some other roaming guards there. Oh my god, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
Big choice there, but Finn Wheeler from the Bayside Center saw the body.
Yeah, and I think Yoshi's going to be our first finisher here, by the way. 6:07.
Wow. That's such a
On the
need.
first.
Guaranteed points now.
Yeah, got a time on the board. I have a horrible feeling Yanni's internet's about to go again. No, oh, he's just about okay, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, again, this is what I was talking about before, by the way. Still plenty of different sort of starts and things happening right now.
Yeah, I love all these approaches so far.
Obviously, we're talking suit starts, but yeah, we've got a few at the marina, a few at the dolphin. I think we even saw one at default for a split second.
They're all looking very interesting. I think I do favor Marina, and I think actually just Marina, because of the fact we see Danny and Phanium getting the cleaver pretty much instantly, which is a really annoying tile to get. You have to get it over on the other side like we saw Joker doing not too long ago.
For anyone wondering, of course everyone went for the first row, but Yoshi was the first finisher with a different line. And I have finally deducted that that was the top left to bottom right diagonal. We've seen the Cleaver collection, the Race Marshal, these guys, and for fun, I'm just looking back and... No, I guess it's... Okay, I'm going to go back into it because I know I'm seeing her specifying some of the golf clubs, so it might as well be the fourth column. It's really hard to admin this one, of course. It's down to the player's goodwill on this game mode more than anything. Just curious to see the different approaches, different lines players are taking.
Yeah, I really like these, and again, I won't lie, I'm really intrigued by Danny's one because they're stringing this together really nicely. They're trying to do these tiny optimizations, which we saw with the last one, which could cost them actually getting a time up, but plenty of time on the board, and they're looking really good. A lot of players so similar in their idea, with the might as well use the sabotage to get Robert. Oh, that shot from Danny.
It's looking good for Joker again here, by the way. I think by about 240, he'd got all of his tiles done. Well, got all his kills done. Sorry, he just needs to get that cleaver we saw him go for before, and then it'll be off to the medic exit. Hopefully, no body found.
Oh, and Danny got to the exit, and he shot Sierra early this time, so he's actually doing a really good time. All of his tiles done. Just has to turn the guard around. Even brought coins, or had to bring coins. It's more fair to
Yeah, I was
say.
going to say, I would, yeah, I would hope he did. Oh, Joker, what have you restarted for? I missed that.
I think we're going to get a sub 240. Yeah, 239 for Danny.
Yeah, really good time.
Top line completed. Definitely the favourites. The favourite line for a lot of players here. But yes, unfortunate for Joker there. I'm curious what made him rip. Probably an enforcer or grabbing the cleaver. A lot of stuff that can go wrong on that side by the food stand. Yeah, who else is looking good? I can tell that Yanni just have a hard pause. Typing right now. Seems like they're okay. 420 completely gone though, it seems.
Yeah, and it does seem unfortunately that his internet just isn't letting him get back online, I assume, or something. I'm not too sure. We've not heard from him, so I'm assuming it's a complete outage of some description.
Yeah, hopefully they can get back because they're looking really good. They're definitely comfortably sitting in 14 points to get into the final right now. Yeah, English internet. Though you can't say the same, Mando.
Yeah, my internet's brilliant. I don't know,
Thanks for jinxing it.
Oh shit! Yeah, my internet's awful, really awful. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Nezuko is looking pretty good.
Last moment snipe. He got 2 shots on Sierra, but the last one took a long time for him to get. But last second attempt and 315-ish. Nezuko finished. Won't be the first on real time, but it's an impressive run from Nezuko.
Yeah, it's good points. It's good points. We saw he was in second place, so it's good to get any points on the board right now.
Yeah, I agree. Any points are good points right now for any of these players. But yeah, there's still a lot to do for a couple of these players. Meekah going for a peekaboo onto Robert, which you don't see very often.
I think Joker might just be having a little break himself. He's currently sat on a bench. But I mean, we know Joker's got a pretty good run prepared. He's well, yeah, you're probably looking somewhere like 3 minutes for Joker's run. I think maybe just over 3:30, perhaps.
Yeah, I was even thinking for Joker, would he benefit from just going all the way down to the marina for the cleaver after all of that, rather than the kitchen stall? Because that exit is so annoying for him.
Yeah, I mean, he has the lockpick to get into the like the boat shed, I guess you'd call it. I
Yeah,
don't actually know what that is, what that place is called, but
yeah, who knows? But yeah, a lot of these players. I think Danny is just optimizing his. Phanium's just trying to get it all together. He has some nice ideas with this triple shot on the guards very early on. Nezuko just taking a break, I would assume. Meekah very close to getting a full run together. His card shot is always a fun one to end up with.
This might be the end of Joker's run, though, because he says he's out with headaches and achy shoulders.
Yeah, no worries. If he ain't feeling great, of course, never has to continue. It is a pretty like duration event, and if he ain't feeling great, it's probably not gonna work out that well.
Usually the reaction. It is true that not all of the, but two of the members from the United Kingdom are now offline, with Krudi also sadly sick today. So Nezuko is repping the colors, the Union Jack.
yeah, I mean, I will say, to be fair, the UK is full of like plague right now. It's everyone, literally everyone I know is getting ill. So I can't say I'm surprised, in all honesty.
We're pointing out here, Meekah's about to finish her run. Could get a 4 minute if they can get this lockpick legally. Looks good.
If it's a crowbar, then you are in trouble. But I think the bingo loader just allows us so many extra tiles to complete, and through this door as well, it gets sub 4. Sorry.
Even
Yeah, it's again.
350. Very
Yeah,
nice.
again, it's importantly, it's just a time banked, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's good enough for third place, but that's still good for what does that work out as? Like 6 points, I think it was.
Yeah.
I want to say
A lot of points just for getting a run in. Oh, and did Phanium just get a peekaboo there? Didn't actually. That was really clean. That cleaver throw onto Robert was super nice. I love seeing the items used in like a smart way like that. Just make it a little bit easier rather than shooting them on the stairs. If Phanium
2.5
could,
minutes.
yeah.
Go for it. Sorry.
Just gonna say the fun part now. They're definitely not sick of shooting cars. At least this one was highlighted for you.
And you don't have to do anything with Moses in this round.
Exactly. I feel like Moses was the toughest target of that contract earlier for people.
Yeah.
It's a shame he shows up 4 times in the tougher contract.
Moses leave some fiber wire injected poison, so you have to end the race.
Yeah.
I would love that.
The next contract is kill Moses Lee as Moses Lee. I think, right? That's what we set up.
Also, no pacification, so I'm gonna love this one. How people are gonna approach this. Halfway there, during the bingo round 3 of 4 and 3:12 is Phanium's round, which is going to put him in second place, a couple seconds quicker than Nezuko, who now improved to 3:15. Because I don't think he was 3:15 all along, but maybe I missed that.
I'm not too sure what Nezuko got. He could have improved. But yeah, regardless, really nice time for everybody so far. Joker is out, unfortunately, but how is Yanini looking? He's trying to string together something. We didn't catch much of Yanini's routing at the beginning, so it's a lot tougher to say, but they do have Cleaver. And can you even mudshot these doors?
I don't
say no.
know, actually. I was going to say, can't say I've ever tried, to be honest, but it would appear not.
Yeah, they're really tough doors.
I mean, Yanni instantly restarted, which makes me think he must realise that it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, keep an eye on how everybody's looking. Danny is still trying to improve his run. Phanium, I think, just taking a little bit of a break. Meekah did publish a time, so I'm just trying to improve that as well. But yeah, looking pretty good over at my end. I think it's mainly just Yanini, maybe 420 if he is even going to be able to save his stream time. Yoshi. So I think everybody we have, if I'm not mistaken, nearly everybody has a time published.
Yeah, I think we're missing one from Yanni. I think other than that, we've got all 6 of our active remaining players who have a time on the board.
Yeah, it's good to hear that people are getting those times in.
Yeah, Yanni this time has just got these guys to open the door for him.
I love that.
Unfortunately, it was the other lady came marching in afterwards. But looks like he's going to carry on for a little bit here and just find out what he wants to do.
Yeah, definitely going for the top row as well. Without a doubt. I'm going to sabotage the car as well. I do like the approach from Inini. Like the getting the cleaver, getting in 1 minute. It's working out very nice.
Yeah, I do think. When Yanni gets this working, this should be pretty good for him, right?
Yeah, it could be really nice run. It's gonna be hard to say where it puts them in the kind of 2-minute ranges that we've got so far from everybody. Really not sure. Here goes well Yoshi, trying to get an improvement on their run.
Seems like it's a different line because now she's become a constant researcher, so row 1 seems likely there, and 607 is going to be improved to, it's not going to be improved to something similar, but I wouldn't have changed the points there. So she is on 4, Dani 9, Phanium 7, Nezuko 6, Meekah 5 currently.
Oh, and Yanni did have a run, but the body shot and Robert made somebody downstairs hear it, and the body was actually found as well just before that, I think. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how that happened. Yeah, Danny still on this improvement train that we've seen him on pretty commonly throughout this past few rounds.
Yeah, Yanni's routing here doesn't give him a great time to kill Sierra by the look of it. When he's up at the balcony there by the laptop, she's already driven past just as his stream dies. Again.
Oh, it must be so infuriating for him.
Yeah, I don't. Well, by the sound of it, it's not actually his internet either. It's I don't know whether it's the German Twitch servers or what. I don't know. Or if I don't even know if they have them. But whatever he's connecting to Twitch within OBS doesn't seem to be being nice to him right now.
Fortunately, submitted a time 3:57, but the little problem here is that we had no information about him for the last 30 minutes, so I'm not sure if that. Sorry, that cannot be verified, sadly.
Yeah, he's had a few pings. Oh God, no, Yanni, your stream, not like this. At this point, I'd just happily take for these guys to stream in like 480p.
Anything's fine.
Next map Royale will be a LAN party for sure.
It'll be hype.
That'll be very hype. But yeah, how are our players looking? We have Yoshi. still going for the line that they have. They're going to have to get some major improvement to even have an effect on the points, still, like you were saying. Yeah, I was just about to say as well, 420 is now aware of the fact they were offline, but yeah, if they can get the run up before the timer ends, then I mean, there's no way you could fake that. Fair play to them if they ran all the possibilities of a bingo board on the fastest line, but I would definitely take their word for it if they can just get the recording.
British supercomputer has just finished calculating. 7 was the final time that he needed to submit.
Yeah, Oriani stream is just really defeating. You're pretty much playing two mental games right now, trying to keep an eye on your stream and keep going, and you have to waste time fixing it. Super unfortunate timing for Yanni.
Yeah, so I was going to say the plan for 420 right now. Yeah, he has a run. PlayStation allows you to share back the last like 5 minutes, I think it is, or something like that. So he's going to get that uploaded. We can just get Chris to verify that. That should be all good. We might have to get Yanni to do the same things. We don't want to exclude him from the competition, but his bitrate is having difficulties right now, so he might just be like recording an offline run and get that uploaded so we can see it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see. Nezuko actually just improved their time, but I don't know if it's going to make a difference for board. They actually just got past Phanium by 2 seconds, so they actually did make a difference on their points, which is really nice for Nezuko.
Nezuko's really feeling this category. I think he's excited to play in Hitman Bingo as well.
Yeah, I have to say, really nice run. Oh, and meanwhile, Danny's on a crazy run as well. Could be your fastest.
To beat. But the guard is just sitting down, which would have been a problem for a crowbar door opening, but
Oh, and a
it's
rip
only a
anyway.
lockpick and the red guns.
Would have been about 5-second improvement, but that's just flexing or bragging rights at that point because he is looking really good. Yeah, we're in our last 14 minutes now, and at least we have 420 and Yanni have some backup now. It's a shame that the streams were so unfortunately going down for them, but still in the race. Yeah, unfortunately, like Chris was saying, Joker and 420 and Yanni just having issues, but
just put Yoshi up there 4 times, and it's similar.
I was almost tempted to try to get Yashi up, but for the next round, but we'll see anyway. We will be going back to one stream for the final, which is the round after this. No, the round after the round after this.
So say we still have some another contract to get through, amigo.
True, and it's going to be it's a tougher one than the first one, so I'm a tiny bit worried, but I'm sure we'll get some finishes nonetheless. So how are players looking? Any good lines right now? Yoshi's on a pretty good run.
Yeah, for a few times I wanted to say something about Yoshi's run, but I only know that the targets are down. I have no idea about the tiles completed. That's the air conditioner. So I think looking at column 4 yet again.
Yeah, column
6 or
4.
7
Yeah.
to beat.
Yeah, it was indeed column 4, and looks like they're going to be saving some time.
The body on Danny's screen after the tank got broken, just pushed that body so hard against the wall. But yeah, I'll quickly recount the times right now that we have, just so people have a bit of idea of what improvements need to be made. And just say that Yoshi posts their time of 5 minutes 33. So our leader right now is DaniButa, who has a 2:39. Then we have Nezuko, the 3:10. Phanium 2 seconds after that, the 3:12, who's trying to improve his time still. Then we have Meekah, if I'm not mistaken, at 3:50. 7 seconds behind that is 420 with a 357, who is uploading that at the moment. Then we have Yoshi with a 533. I think that is a lot of them. And of course, Joker did drop out because it is quite a long event. I wasn't feeling great, so totally understandable. And how are other players looking? Meekah's pretty deep into a run. Meekah could definitely benefit from about we got like a 40-second improvement. Yeah, 40 seconds, 41 seconds. They would be jumping up 2 positions, taking Phanium and Nezuko's spots.
And that feels like a big competition for the top 3 spots as well, because Dan is currently on 18, is leading. We're not sure about 420's internet situation, if he could upload, we can verify, etc. But should he compete, then he's looking good for 2nd place. And then Nezuko, Phanium, and Meekah are 17, 15, 13 points. It's really close there. So if Meekah could improve and take points away from Nezuko and Phanium, I think that's the battle for 3rd place right now.
Yeah, unfortunate for the scenario we have, but yeah, like Meekah does have some competition. It's gonna be tough. We have 10 minutes left. And looks like Nezuko's taking a bit of a break. Danny's still running the same route. Yeah, Phanium just needs a 2-second time save, if I'm mistaken, to get an extra point, just to move up a position. So that's a very realistic goal for Phanium. For some other players, they really gotta change up a lot. Don't see any variation from Yoshi either, which could be I wouldn't say pointless, but might be just unnecessary, because of the fact that they can't beat the person who is ahead of them, then you're not really gaining much, unless the unpublished times from like Yanni, for example, do push Yoshi down 1.
Yeah, I think it's for one's own confidence to be their own run and just improve on the time, even if that doesn't mean positions improved.
Yeah. And Phanium's on a nice run, but red guns after both targets are down, so it's more of a pacing test. But pretty nice pace, I have to say. I think that would be, how close would that be to your top time? 2:39 is the top time right now. That actually would have beaten it by 2 seconds if Phanium hadn't have gotten those red guns. Curious what they were from though.
Yeah, I sadly missed it.
Oh, look at this from Meekah. Can you get this shot off? Very nice shot.
Yeah. Rare angle there with the 2 researchers pacified. I see one, I'm not sure where the other one is, but Meekah has become the researcher now. I think that's still row 1 there. Don't know a lot about the inventory, but worst case scenario, they're only missing the fish and the fish tanks. And 2nd kill, very nice aim there, 209, 210. I think it's Dolphin X. It could be sub 3 this.
Yeah, it's going to be important for Meekah. Their time that they have currently posted is a 350, and if they can save that and get under 3 minutes, then they will go up, I believe, 2 positions. But it's looking tougher and tougher. They gotta get this dolphin exit really quickly.
There's the fish, there's the cleaver, the 3 fish tanks have been shot. I think it's the first time we can verify the 5 tiles in real time. Just Meekah needs to hit these 6 squares, which I tried the other day and just doesn't seem to work for me anymore, but hopefully it does for Meekah.
You keep in mind 310 is the time to beat right now.
He's definitely Googling how to do the dolphin. You can tell on instinct, by the way, to anyone who wants to know. You just follow where you can see the water on the floor. Well, more obviously, I guess it has like a slight tint to it. Yeah, you can. Well, I don't know if you can see it on Instinct in particular, but yeah, you just follow where the water's spurting from. It's like a figure of 8.
That's such a genius but funny moment too. Knowing that you sit on a really good in-game time, need to nail this exit. You have the time to Google it, and yeah, as you said, Mando, it's on instinct, the puddles.
Yeah. There you go. There's Dolphin. 3 minutes dead by the look of it.
Yeah, and that's going to bump him up 2 positions. Yeah, Nezuko and Phanium go underneath.
Little Meekah pop-off there. It's going to put them 2nd place, and 2 points for Meekah and 1 taken away from Nezuko and Phanium.
Yeah, super nice for Meekah there. 3 minutes flat is a pretty nice time to be happy with. Only 21 seconds away from our leader right now. Danny, I say, as all my streams remind themselves that they're in beds. Looks to all good again. A little kick.
If everyone has been on Observer stream only for the last bit, 420 has returned, and I'm not sure if this is the live stream or the recording, but either way, it's going to be important to see this run out. Currently 1 minute into the run.
Yeah, I think this is just a live stream? Question mark. I'm now not sure.
Yeah, it's so smooth and so clean.
It's very unlike 420.
Yeah, I was going to say this. It looks alien to me because I'm not used to his internet being this smooth for this long.
I think it was gathering up all the data over the past couple of hours.
Just used all of it. Yeah, he's just used all of it in one hit right now. He has forgot his screwdriver though, I think. Yep, there we go.
It would be nice for a time to be published for 420. They have 5 minutes left. No, it would be a shame to see it go that way.
Yeah, I didn't even realize, but Yanni's back live as well. I assumed he was doing his offline recording.
Yeah, even if Yanni did publish a time, at least the VOD would have saved it in that scenario, or recording, so.
Yeah, so we've got all 7 of our remaining players live at the same time. Anyway, Joker, as you said, has some headaches, so he has unfortunately had to leave us. Let's see what Yanni can make work. I know from what we saw of Yanni, was he looking like it was sort of 230, 240, 250 range, probably somewhere around there. Probably not 230, actually, probably about 250 range, I think.
I think so as well. I think the 2nd place is looking pretty comfy for them. Although Meekah did make it a bit tougher now. It's only 21 seconds range between 1st place and 2nd place. Well, unfortunately for 420 here, has to bump Robert because the guard is just so lazy.
Yeah, he should stop anyway if he sees. Oh, he hasn't seen the guard. Oh God, 420. Oh, this sucks. That's so unfortunate. That guard really screwed him, but he has a backup plan here. Propane. Pretty good recovery attempt because again, any time could be a good time. Our bottom time is still what is it? 5:33 even from Yoshi. So still a lot to play for.
Does get the kill, which is very nice. Do they need anything upstairs? It's a question.
I don't know if he's got the cleaver. I think everything else is good. I think it's just the cleaver we're waiting to see.
Yeah, I think so. Even if they got that kill, they would have probably only lost about 15-20 seconds from that. So I don't know if it actually would have made much of an impact.
Yeah, like I said, any time's a good time. All points available. 420, we know from the previous scoreboards he was on top going into bingo. It looks like he's going to be banking a time. It's going to be like probably 420-ish, or maybe just before actually. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh, and also Danny just improved their best time. He actually threw the coin as the door closed, and even though the door was closed, it still went through. So he actually improved it by a little bit. Super nice.
Nice. Meekah with a 255. Danny with a 233.
And Yoshi might get an improvisation here as well on the time.
Yeah, these times are coming down. 420 banks himself a 4 minutes 8 seconds, which again is just any time's good time. I think Yanni, unfortunate rip, he's not going to get a time registered, unfortunately. I think, yeah, Yoshi looks to be potentially the last player who's going to get a run in. Phanium might have one more chance, actually. 2 minutes in. Yeah, Yoshi about to knock another, 15 seconds off their run. 5:18.
Very nice.
Yeah, and Phanium, I think he just needs the Sierra car kill, but she is in a pretty unfortunate part of the track. So he's going to have to wait for her to do the full lap.
Oh, I don't think they have enough time to get an exit, and even if they did, would be very close to saving any time.
Yeah, well, what's Phanium? So Phanium currently has a 3:12, yeah, so he's probably going to...
Could be close.
He's probably going to save a little bit of time, but I don't think it's going to be enough to move him around in the leaderboards.
Depends, isn't Nezuko 310?
Yeah, Nezuko with the 310, actually. Yeah, this could be... This could be crucial. Look, 309.
1 second.
Yeah, and that's a valuable point gained by Phanium's 309, just banked in time by the look of it. I think, anyway.
Yeah, super nice for Phanium.
Technically beat Chris in the post, but I don't actually know if... yeah, he's got the thumbs up, so that does indeed count. So yeah, he sniped that valuable single point away from Nezuko at the last second. Are we going to flip over to the scores again, Obs?
Can indeed. Hopefully we've given them enough time to update them, but yeah. There they are. And do you want to do the rundown, Mando?
Yeah, just wait. There you go. I think that's now updated. There you go. Phanium's 309. Does that look right?
I'll quickly do a refresh, but I think it's good. Oh yeah, I see the... Yeah, the points, although they're not in order around 3, the points are correct, and that's all that really matters. But yeah, 15 points for third place. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, it's close. We've got 420 and Danny fighting up at the top. They've got 18 points apiece, which is pretty insane from Danny. I mean, he's obviously partaken in all 3 rounds. Didn't register a score in the second one, but won both rounds 1 and 3. So he's got himself some valuable points, keeping him tied with 420. And then, yeah, we have a 3-way tie for third currently. We have Meekah, Nezuko, and Phanium. All 15 points apiece. Then a little bit of a gap. We've got Yanni, and then after that we've got Joker, who is unfortunately now left, and Yoshi down there with the 3 points. And yeah, up at the top, going into the final round, quite literally all of those top 5 guys can make it, right? I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll top 5 easily. It literally comes down to, if you ignore 420 and Danny, it's whoever does the best between Meekah, Nezuko, and Phanium. Who's ever at the top out of those 3 will be the one going through. I don't think Yanni and Joker have a chance, unfortunately, because they're just, even if they got full score, obviously, you'd have to assume Nezuko, Meekah, and Danny, or not even that, Phanium, Nezuko, and Meekah would have to get 0 points for Yanni to have a chance now.
As far as I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Info, I'm sure you know, I think Yanni, even if he wins, does it go off the amount of points you've got in total, or like best result? I don't know how that works.
I think, yeah, I think to say it for fun, I think it's based on best placements throughout the 4 rounds.
Oh yes, I was with for the last 15 minutes. I tie Mando on the flukes. I guess nice. Obsolete nicely.
So yeah, so what would happen here if we, by complete chance, get Meekah and Nezuko and Phanium all DNF, and we get a win from Yanni for 9 points? What happens in this hypothetical scenario?
it won't have fun. Yeah. Well, Yanni and Phanium would be that tied, and I don't know what the situation for that is. We might have to. Don't think we have no way to separate the two, but Yanni's 9-point would overtake Meekah and Nezuko, of course, in that situation. So just curious to see what happens, but pressure is on all 5 of them to first of all post a time, because those points are really important. Dan is lucky to be up there, missing the roulette round. You can see that otherwise it's really hard to stay up. Just 2 rounds finished.
Yeah, it's gonna be really close, and I think it's worth noting 420 and Danny aren't like set in stone. Literally one bad round from them, which we saw for round 2, is all it takes, and any of those triple threats into her place will take their spot without any hesitation, I'm sure. And yeah, we have a 10-minute break. Well, we have 5 minutes left about for the final round.
I'm going to take advantage and go and grab a drink. I'll be 2 minutes.
No worries. Yeah, it's been a long one, but we're getting closer and closer to the end of this final round before the final. I'm really excited for the final. I am excited for this contract as well, however. Could be very good. And it is a tougher contract, and 2 people didn't finish that contract, and this one's even tougher. So we could definitely see some non-finishes here.
Yeah, it's not the true contract wars experience where you would say you can really get a sub-1 time and then just spend the second half of the run improving. These runs have been long in comparison, especially roulette, but even the first round contract was already a bit of a curveball, so it's more about getting any time in and then hopefully get a few more attempts.
Yeah, I agree.
Curious to see.
Finishing is so vital in this final round. I think just finish and then worry about improving it if you have to improve it. Yeah, no harm in just getting a run in. Worked well for the Nezuko. I think Nezuko was a prime example, although they have really improved their IGTs slowly, which is really nice to see, and that's the best approach you have because you have pretty much a backup in that scenario. But yeah, 4 more minutes till our final contract arrives. But yeah, not much to say. Joker is the only one that's currently officially out, well, in the sense of they dropped out, but do you think our other 7 still going to give it a go? I'm not sure if Yanni is.
You say that he won't play the last rounds. Sadly, just not really suitable, not really viable with his tennis situation, or OBS situation rather.
Yeah. It's fun to see all the players talk about their approaches. 420 saying, oh, I started Fountain and finished Boat, when some people started Boat and finished Fountain, like Meekah did. It's really fun to see these variations, because there isn't much of a difference, but I think it's easier to get down from, how do I even describe this? It's easier to get down from Robert to Dolphin Fan than it is to get down to Boat, I would believe, because you can go down the pipe, for example.
Yeah, and that makes me feel a lot better about the board, even though I think if you spend a day on it, the first row would be the better, and players did figure that one out fairly quickly. The fact that so many routes were viable for the same line just makes me happy, because that means it was an open round as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the players are just happy to be able to finish the board regardless, because bingo is no easy feat. It's very loved by a lot of players, but it's definitely not an easy task. They've put their practice in. And yeah, how close are we now? A couple of minutes. And I do have my contract ready. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I hope the players don't get too caught off guard by this, but it's not how do I even describe this? It's not like a full puzzle. You're not going to be spending hours on this. Otherwise it'd be very bad design.
Yeah, they have to spend most of their 45 minutes on this. It's not an easy contract by any means, but let's just hope everyone gets their runs in.
I agree. Good point for Pidgey. Would be pretty hyped to get 420 in the final. He doesn't have the stream up. So he's been really holding up his ground. He's had some amazing strats. Really love the contract approach. 420.
We can see the players in different. Okay, Chris solves this conundrum. They were asked not to open the contract, but Nezuko did anyway. So now the task has been changed to they got the contract IDs, but they may not start any runs. So I guess they can be on the loadout screen. They can check out the targets now, which I mean, I guess it is on your stream. Can reveal that it's fiber wire for at least the first 2 targets. Tell the others when that happens. But any disguise.
Yeah, exactly. Any disguise for 4 targets. All fiberwire. Of course, you can do some seekers. Don't need the pistol. And yeah, no worries for Nezuko. It's only just a tiny bit of knowledge, but everybody gets it pretty much same time, so what harm? I think we're about to start in about 20 seconds. Everybody getting their contract up. No, Yoshi doesn't seem to be back.
Yeah, they'll catch up. They'll be fine.
Yeah, plenty of time to get a good time on this. And yeah, looks like we're 2 seconds away and we can show the contract that's pretty much already been shown. But yeah, do you want to do just a quick rundown first, Mando?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Because, in fact, no, I can read all these target names. We're fine. Right, we have Fu Ling, as we have said, yeah, Fiberwire, Any Disguise. We have Nick Riera, same conditions. Alison Darby and Angus Bloodworth.
Yeah, very beautiful
Now,
names.
I don't know any of these people, but I can gather at least one of them is in the Kwoon garage.
Yeah, I think, from my knowledge at least, one's Queen Garage, one is here by the electrocution on the red carpet, which won't help you here. Alison Derby is the journalist who's outside the dongle room, where you actually grab the dongle. And I can't for the life of me think where... Did I say all of them? I don't think I said Nick. No, I did.
I don't know. We'll go with it. I mean, 420 making instant progress. He's already got the Fu-Ling down. Already got a plan for whichever of the 2 security guards this one is. I don't know which one's which. Might have some issues with this one though. That Kronstad mechanic. I know he's looking the other way. It's good stuff from 420. He's got 2 targets down within 50 seconds.
Yeah, very nice kill. I think Phanium had the same idea as well. See Danny killing this pretty free journalist. Is out of the way, so it's a bit annoying, but pretty nice kill nonetheless. Oh, and of course, yeah, this other guard I didn't mention. He's actually the guard that patrols between like the trucks and the paddocks in the side place. You usually worry about him when trying to get Blue Sea Driver. So it'll be interesting to see approaches for him.
Yeah, 420 actually literally like about to be finished with his contract already. He just has Allison left. I mean, yeah, he's got his target indicators off, which does make it more of a challenge, but
yeah, super nice time as well to get the last kill. 140 for the 4 targets with a fiberwire is no easy feat.
yeah, and he's just got to run to the exit. And yeah, I mean, it already seems hard to optimize what 420's done there. It's already a really good time. I'm sure he can find some way to knock some time off. Probably 210, probably he's going to be looking somewhere around that range.
Yeah, could see some crazy improvements maybe for some players, but yeah, it's pretty tough to do much with it.
Improvements include running in a straighter line, spending less time with the fiberwire animation, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the one thing I'm thinking, especially with 420s ones, maybe just some pistol shots to, I don't know, lower guard around something quicker could even bring guards to you. You could use seekers like we see Danny trying not too long ago. Just something to make them maybe line up a little bit nicer. But yeah, not much variation right now. It seems like 420 did crack the Kowun kill pretty quickly, which is a really annoying one because there's about 6 people in that room. Yeah, Danny has 2 kills down, just about a minute. Phanium can't get this kill at the mechanic scene at the moment. He's going to pace it regardless.
Yeah, and he is 420 is trying some triple shot panic to bring that guard over to the Kowun garage. My only issue
on the mechanic, sorry.
Yeah, I think my concern for this triple shot is he going to bring other guards across with him?
Oh, and Phanium had a cool idea as well to bring the Kowun mechanic upstairs with a ceiling shot, but it's not the greatest location for him to be.
I think the approach is here very between. Oh, Meekah's just gonna fiber wire.
I love that. If
It's
that stays
really
green, that's super nice, that one person. Because as long as the race isn't interfered with, I think that's going to be a pretty clean kill.
Yeah, and that looks kind of soft there.
Oh, and Phanium had the card go around the long way. Which actually might work out. Might be a little bit of a time save because... Oh, it gets spotted.
By same mechanic.
Yeah, the mechanic's going to be a pain. Yeah, looking pretty good for a lot of the players. They all have their own ideas, which is really nice because it could be seen as simple targets, but they're really making some interesting ideas for it. I love Phanium's idea here of bringing the mechanic upstairs with a ceiling shot because he has to go up here for the journalist regardless. And how many times do we have posted? Is it just the one at the moment, or do we have a couple? Yeah, just the one.
It's 420
Just oh yeah, but 420's found a way to get the guard moving, but the path he's taken is directly in front of one of the other mechanics. If he takes those shots from somewhere slightly further away to bring him a little bit further into the garage, this could knock a good chunk of time off a 420's run already.
Interesting approach from Danny as well. Actually secured Fu Ling to bring him downstairs to the Pale Rider room. And it's about to get his 3rd kill now at about 108. Yeah, definitely could get a sub 2 if they can somehow speed up this guard. Probably would be medic exit, as we saw earlier. Well, panic there for 420, but hits the restart regardless. Oh, look at this for Danny. He actually had a seeker in him. And he got him in the bathroom in here. So he has all targets down at 136, I think it was. So he has until 210. And he's probably going to go for his panics that he's been trying a lot lately, especially in this medic window. And there they are. I think it's going to be a new PP, assuming no rips, but that's not a good start. Oh my days, Danny. Oh, and could that actually cost him? And he can't shoot the cameras. I think he's going to get 209. Oh my god, he did.
1 second lead over 420. Of course, it's very early on, but it's really nice to see how close it is.
Teasing us. That was I'd love to see it. I see Tiesto and Chai. I know you don't mind doing Tiesto. Could you check what time that was, like to the decimal? Because that must have been like a 0.9 or something.
Yeah, super close.
Oh, yeah, super nice from Danny taking the first spot, being a little bit more comfortable. 420 and Danny giving a good fight to each other.
Incidentally, it's for 1st place at the moment.
Yeah, really showing us that they're worthy of that top spot and winning the whole event. She's looking really good so far.
Finished number 3, and the third place time as well. Yoshi did 3:24.
Yeah, very good time, regardless. Any time's a good time. So what approaches are we seeing from the other players? Seen Nezuko starting food vendor. Getting this kill instantly. Pretty nice kill, actually. Avoids traveling towards them and back. So I think that actually will work out nicely for Nezuko. Let's see what other approaches we have. Meekah has all targets down at 137, I think it was. It's going to go default. I don't know if they have time to pop Danny. It's really hard to say right now. 209 is the time. They have about 20 seconds. Going through here actually could be a difference. But there is a camera here. And does Meekah know that? They do not. There is a cam box on the right as they were about to go through there, and they could risk shooting it through the glass. And they haven't used their smuggle either, so could even drop a dock or an explosive or use something maybe to speed it up. Definitely a lot of potential with Meekah's run right now. Well, how's 420 looking?
Yeah, well, he's just had a run that's going to knock some of his time off. Well, one of the guards, I think it's Angus over there. I'm not actually sure which one's which still, but he took a different path to react to a bullet distraction that 420 did. It saved him some time. Also optimizing by going for this lady first, because then he can come down the stairs and get the other guard. And then he just has a run to the exit.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I was just checking on the stream to see if I could figure out, but yeah, Angus Bloodwort, he's the one by the red carpet. It's a good way to remember, I suppose. But I wasn't sure myself. But yeah, Angus is red carpet, and Nick is the one by food vendor start. I really like Phanium's approach, but I don't know if he'd be able to, how close it would be, because he is close to medic. Oh, and Danny's on a run as well. He might even get a sub 2 if he can speed up this ending. Oh, and Danny trying to improv it with a secret shot to run past, but might actually work out if they can pull that all together. Sub 2 pacing from Danny, if that had worked out. Oh, that's safe from 420 as well. Actually got spotted by Angus and just ran around them and eventually got the fiber off them. Don't think anybody heard it though.
Nezuko with 2 targets down and killing his third one at 107. Can't quite make out who the last target will be. At
It's a journalist.
Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alison Darby, yeah. She seems to be the easiest one. I mean, there's basically no one around her. Yeah, you can just walk up behind her. She's the one I think we've seen these guys have the least issues with so far.
Yeah, I feel like the routing is the only time this target really causes any trouble. And I feel like with Nezuko, they're going to have a really good time here. We saw Meekah earlier finishing at, what was it, 138 with this kill? So they're really close to that.
Yeah, 420 just done the same at about the 133 mark. So he's going to be a little bit ahead.
Good to see a PB here. And 420 does take a bit of a safer line as well when he goes through here, so he doesn't have to worry about cameras, which Meekah unfortunately didn't.
Nezuko and 420 identical, just a bit different times and now a bit different lines. Nezuko takes the main exit and 420 through this door.
I think we've a new leading time as well from 420.
Yeah,
Nezuko was quite close.
202 is a pretty good time there. I mean, definitely Danny has something in his locker to get this beat for sure.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a sub 2 from Danny very soon now.
Micro explosive to get through this panic.
I
Way
don't know
under
if they
2
can get
minutes in
this.
this corner.
Oh my
God,
god.
What a shank! The push starts, but the body has fallen quick enough, so the enforcer dot flies away, and Dani needs no pistol to get through that last camera. 155, 57.
57,
Sub 2
wow.
for sure. End of 57 for him.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've had a 217 from Nezuko, a 205 from Phanium.
Very nice runs from players so far.
Everyone running. So many finishes so far. Meekah and Phanium yet to post a run. I think the other 4, because there are 6 active players right now. I think there are 4 already with nice runs.
Yeah, I'm surprised Meekah didn't stick with the approach they had. I don't know if they're still on the same approach, but they were really, really close to getting a run. They were probably about 5 seconds behind 420 with his previous run. So they would probably be in second or third right now if they just changed their line at the end rather than going through the cams. They're having a lot of trouble with this new approach, especially the mechanic, which is a very annoying target. Yeah, Phanium and DaniButa getting that journalist pretty quickly. I do love Meekah's kill here onto Ling, the 1 knockout and the 1 fiber, and everybody else just in perfect harmony in this room, not knowing there's 2 bodies on the floor. Super nice to see.
This is some panic which didn't work for Dani, and looking for a different loadout there. Seeker back in the menu, but no emetic removed, so probably just not going to use any pistols and going to dodge the camera like last time around.
Come on, will Meekah get this fiber, please? I have no bias, but Meekah deserved to get that fiber kill at least 1 screen because it was causing so much trouble for them. But they did save it with the pistol shot, which is really nice. And I have to say, I really like Meekah's run right now. Although bad timing, there's a guard right there.
Yeah, needs the bump there, but then the question mark and the 180 from the guard. Next for an even nicer kill, 109, 3 kills down.
Ooh.
Just Alice and Darby remaining.
So I think our best run so far was, well, actually, Dani has our best run so far. The best kill I think we've seen on this journalist so far was like a 131. So they're looking really good right now.
Yeah, this could come close, if not beat it. Phanium gets red at the very end of the round, but I think Keys is interesting because it's a different start to others. We see a lot of cow mechanic starts as Phanium will start food under, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, and Meekah is
The
going
long
to go
way
for the old
round.
way. We're going to see a cam shot. I don't think we saw any cam shots. Don't think there is any. You're going to be
Unnecessarily going through this
trespassing.
door.
Wow.
He's not just passing outside, he's missing the sub too, but very competitive time still.
Plenty of time for Meekah. And yeah, honestly, definitely a tiny bit of time to save there, especially with that exit. If they were more confident in the camera, but the timing could be difficult, so maybe they are a little bit locked in. They'll have to try beat the camera on its cycle next time round. But yeah, this round is extremely close. I'll give people a quick update on what the times look like right now, but oh wow, we must have missed this, but 420 actually getting a 156 at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, I must have
by
missed
1
that.
second.
Yeah, so 420, 156, Dani 157, I think Phanium 205, Meekah 205, Nezuko 217, Yoshi 324. But yeah, everybody's looking really good for times right now. Of course,
I just want to say,
yeah, go ahead.
It is really interesting at this hour for the 3rd place because Meekah 21, Phanium 21, that's tied for 3rd place, and they have the tied same time, 2:05.
Oh my god, yeah.
So if things were to end right here, we would have to go to the actual mission score of their best runs, go back to the VODs and check their actual time to decide who gets that extra point.
I think we can go back to the roulette spin and make them play it again until one of them completes it. Oh, 420. 420 banks a 154.
That's amazing for 420.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just banked a 156, followed literally like 3 minutes later by a 154.
Yeah, super nice. 420 cementing his first place spot for now. Nezuko on a very good pace, but had red guns, unfortunately, but I think he's going to pace regardless. And yeah, unfortunately, walks the wrong way. Let's see what approaches we have. Danny's at 120. Hard to say if they're on a good pace because I haven't paid enough attention to their timings. I do love that micro explosive idea. It even has a birthday gift in their loadout.
Danny with another chance to get close, if not tie, or sorry, if beat 420's run. Explosive gift
Through the
kills the
wall.
event crew through the wall. I think otherwise it would have been down to camera dodging.
I don't think we would have had a PB anyway, yeah. 154 is really solid for 420, and I think Danny even realizes that he's missing something.
Oh, but yeah, such an unfortunate ending there.
Now, who else is on pace? Looks like Yoshi's trying to get a run in. They're about 150 going to these stairs to the final journalist.
EVPs for sure, because 3:24 is her best round. And just going to make sure if she's not seen, there's the 4th kill and one more cam shot to go, and the run to the exit. This will definitely sub 3.
Yeah, very nice for Yoshi there. Still has the exit to go, but hopefully takes a safer approach. Oh, and it's like they heard me. Oh wow, completely forget about that wall sometimes.
I think there's a third approach back to this exit, so we now have all the different combinations of vaulting and door opening, closing.
It's super nice from everybody right now. I really love the variations on cooling or fooling. The whole ceiling shots, seekers, the one knockout and then fiber and leave him there. It's just so cool. So many approaches the players are finding for this.
Once again, if it's not everything, if a contract has one viable starting location, which is not even true. Like we see that Phanium has event food vendor, but despite everyone going cow mechanic, the approaches are so different, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, there's a couple of. I feel like the players are realizing the exit placement is one of the most important things in this contract, and I feel like players who are realizing that are really getting the benefit out of it, because the people who are exiting default are still getting good times, but it's so much harder for them to push that time. I'm seeing. I think 420 and Danny right now are leading players, are both going for medic exit, which is probably one of the closest exits. I think because of that, they're making sure they do the targets in an order that brings them towards that. As you see Danny on a really good run again. Can they get this? Oh, and they went for the instant run through, but that's not going to work out, unfortunately.
Needs to hug that wall, and technically the 154 is beatable. Oh, this was the very start of 154. I think the chance is there to tie and have it go down to decimals as Phanium finishes with the best time and best score. It's 2:03, I think. Yep. Meekah was pacing a sub 2 there. I was checking it a minute ago as Nezuko will be finishing his sub 2.
Yeah. Oh, and misses the
Too
prompt.
flat.
And they restart
And the
because
restart.
did they not want it, or was the red guns and I didn't miss? I missed it.
I honestly didn't see it. I didn't focus on the guns, but Nezuko can do this stuff too, so I can imagine the frustration just keeps in. I think Meekah's still in the map after getting their guns lost to couple minutes ago. Not sure what they're routing.
Let's see. Looks like Tony's stream. My end had a bit of a hiccup, and it is back. And I really do like Danny's approach. Don't have to worry about.
Yeah, Danny's stream is not looking the best right now.
And I might just have to mute just for one moment. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I keep trying to give myself a break on the old voice anyway, I'll be honest. I feel like you've earned 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's tough to
These
talk
long
for this long, right?
Yeah. It's good fun. It's good to watch though. I'm really enjoying watching these guys like just evolve. Basically, it's
like a live event thing.
It's really good. Yoshi again knocked off quite a bit of time with
Do you mind if I
their
get back
last
to you in a little
posted
bit
run.
then?
I think
I'll
they went
message you straight
down
after this thing.
from
I'm
like
just
I think they went
literally in
down
the
nearly a
middle of
full
something.
minute. I think it was 3:20 something to like
Yeah.
2:30 something. It's really good.
Yeah,
this
now-
thing is over in like 30-40
evolution.
minutes. And yeah, tell Pies
The
I'm sorry, I
6
know Pies
rounds,
was
I
issues.
think, are
Nice
between the
again.
154 of 420 and the 235 of Yoshi. So that's
Uh,
basically 40 seconds for a 5-hour contract.
yeah, I'll let you know for halftime.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
really good. Everyone is literally
All right.
well, everyone seems to have
All right,
found
thank you.
a route
Bye-bye.
they are, I guess, able to make work competitively, you could say.
Yeah.
I think even Yoshi, like I say, Yoshi with the 230, so like, yeah, 30, 40 seconds behind. But I think the difference is just that they're using emetics. I think that's the only like loss of time they have. Like other than that, they're basically on pace for most of this from what I can tell. These guys are all killing it right now.
Absolutely.
Shame we don't have Yanni and Joker, but internet issues and medical issues be damned.
Yeah. Still a really, really strong roster of players.
Just as you speak of good players, I am back.
Oh, nice.
Well, hello. Who do you have on mind?
Oh, I was just thinking of the 6 we have here. Just amazing. Danny looks like that's the earliest I've seen that 5-hour kill for Danny, which could just be a Seeker variation. How long it took him to walk to the bathroom, but it's a nice movement. Meanwhile, though, the rest of them are looking really good. I like Meekah's time right now. 1:15, approaching the final target. What exit would you even be going for here?
I think he's going to be going main still.
There's not a good centralized start. I always feel bad. Pale Rider car Easter egg is only really viable if you eliminate them as Pale Rider. So probably main exit, but Meekah gets caught by the crowd enforcer.
Yeah, I think this is the one thing right now. I think Danny is doing quite well is making sure he's constantly getting his last target at least sort of on the way to an exit. But I mean, yeah, 420's technically got the best time, and he's going main exit as well. So both main exit and medic exit proving to be pretty good here.
Yeah, she just asked me there. I'll ask Alex once I'm done with this.
Seconds might be shaven off from Yoshi's best time, 235 to beat, 10 more seconds to finish there.
Yeah, 230, I think, maybe 231.
No,
late
231, yeah. It's, again, another 4 seconds knocked off.
The bus, so. Yeah, wait 1 second.
Yeah, right now the main showdown does seem like we have sort of 420 and Danny potentially going for the top. And I'll be honest, Phanium and Meekah really not far behind at all.
No bother. All right. Yeah, sorry for missing the call
So
as well.
Phanium
Yeah,
is
no bother.
what?
All right. Yeah,
203. So he's only 9 seconds behind. Wouldn't surprise me if he's got that time save in his locker somewhere. I
Yeah.
can't even. I don't even know who else am I looking for. Danny, obviously 157. Just needs to knock 4 seconds off, technically speaking.
It was already a very hot competition for third place, but it's really heating up now. Phanium 21 points and 203. Meekah 20 points, 205, and Nezuko 217. But we've seen him have a sub 2, a 2 flat finishing time. So I think he can really easily improve. And the question is by how much?
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think Meekah really has a good run. Possibly one of the best routes if it strings together for them. Because I really like the exit approach. The default actually works out super nice.
Yeah, I think 420 and Meekah are actually working kind of similar thing. I think 420 has started working on some panics and stuff again now. See if
Oh,
he can get something working.
look at Phanium pacing.
Wow.
138 at exit. Medic as well. That could be
Yeah,
the new important run for us because I'm saying Phanium is in that third position fight off right now.
I really missed how that run got put
Yeah,
together, but
definitely going to keep an eye on it this time around because there's so many runs to keep track of. It's actually crazy. Nezuko's even on a good run right now. Could get definitely going to get a PB with the pace, but I'm not sure if they'll get under 2. They did have 159 earlier. This definitely looks like a sub 2. It actually could be our best time.
this is the moment of truth. Probably
Not a best time.
one. Yeah, this will shift the standings a lot because it is a 158. No,
Oh.
this is out on 1 second and this is out on a tie with Danny.
Of course, Nezuko doesn't have to beat Danny, but it is a bit of a safety net. Although it's only like, what, milliseconds? What matters regardless is if the other two people who are in a tiebreaker with you right now beat that time. It's the only way they can get past you.
Yeah, I mean, 420 is really getting something to work here. I'll be honest. If he can get this going right now, he seems to have found a way almost to get this. He's got a last second crime notice, but he's really sort of working pretty hard on trying to get this triple shot panic on Angus working. He's getting really, really close, but I do think that could again knock probably 7 seconds off. It could be really close. I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe not Phanium's close. If Phanium can get the sort of 140-ish working, where's this from? That's from Food Vendor Start, which I think proved that was the fastest in our previous contract as well.
I gotta say, I love that hammer throw from Phanium. I don't know if you caught that. He throws it over the railing. So the guard is already walking over there now.
It's the same thing 420 was doing, but he was doing it from the Kowloon mechanic start. But he was throwing his crowbar across on his original runs. Yeah, it gets that guy moving whilst you're waiting for the mechanic from the garage to start
Unfortunate.
walking around.
It's a very nice approach. It's really nice to see both players using it so well. And 420 does have the panic here.
Oh yeah, the panic's just not what he keeps getting the panic. I think he's just basically waiting for that perfect routing. But I mean, he's top of the leaderboards. He's almost guaranteed like top 3, top 4. So I mean, his position in the final 3 is almost confirmed already.
Yeah,
so
agree.
he's got some time here to try and flex his muscles. And
this is the perfect time to put out a good run, a nice run, no pressure.
Yeah, it could be really nice for a lot of them. Meekah was so close to getting their craziest pace again, but unfortunately, I think Bloodwort was found, which is surprising. Maybe the door stayed open after getting them in that little faucet area. Not too sure. Danny's on pace again as well. I think they're exactly like a second ahead of their best pace. Oh, but variations now. Trank instead of explosive because that trank can be used to get out of here quicker.
I have no idea how 420 managed to survive that. I mean, it's not going to matter, I think, but...
Oh, look at this from Danny. Oh, and he gets... Oh, the trank doesn't kick in.
I think it was seen anyway by the event security. It's just hard to say.
I think it needs the RNG fall for that to be viable, or to use a trank on somebody else somehow.
So 420 has just learnt what I think we saw from Nezuko, that you can knock out the back Kawoon guy and just fiber wire fooling straight away. That combined with the triple shot panic, I think might be something really good for him right now. If he, assuming he's realised what I have, which it looks like he has, yeah, he's moving straight on to crowbar this guy. Does seem to be the best way. Don't have to wait for this guy to start moving.
Yeah, I really like bringing the guard to you. It's definitely, if you can bring a guard to you, it's just amazing in a lot of scenarios. I see it used wherever it can be.
Yeah, and he's even trying to get the guard. Oh, he's not. That's not gone to plan. I think the gunshot was heard rather than the. He tried to take the guard upstairs, basically 420, and it didn't play. Oh, I just realized. Look at Meekah. Meekah right now 130.
Picked the wrong door, in my opinion, though. Had to go all the way left just to go right again. But could get a PB here. It's going to be close. They're going to go through here, though. When it comes down to the camera cycle, and even then, I think it's going to be about a 205. Doesn't get through, though.
Yeah, this might I don't know if it'll be much faster. Probably a 204 maybe. Yeah,
Good call.
204. Still a second behind Phanium, who we've seen also has a very, very quick run on the cards. He's got his last target on
204.
Yeah, and Medic exit's closer than ever.
Phanium 130 again, all 5 targets done. Can run straight through the garage.
Could see a PB here. Cameras.
Oh,
no.
yellow guns.
Phanium,
Otherwise, it's basically guaranteed top three of the contract and top 3 of the competition.
Yes, I think that would get him a near guaranteed top 1 on the contract right now.
Yeah, I think that would be well under 154. Just wonder how he deals with the cameras.
Yeah, I mean, I think 420 definitely has something more in him right now, but
yeah, that's the issue. Is he has such a good idea, but the execution and being able to pull it all off is just crazy. Danny's on the run again. I can't see how this ending is going to change unless we get some really lucky medic falling backwards so that event security doesn't see. I almost think getting the other medic would be better.
Yeah, I must admit the free medic might genuinely be easier for Danny right now.
Or the one medic who's out in the back.
Yeah, trank the lady on the left so the medic sees it and then use the trank on the other medic. Would be perfect for Danny right now, but of course it's so easy to say this when watching him, but it
I say this, but my best time would be a 3:45 after 5 hours. So
yeah, I don't think it matters too much me saying it, but in my testing and just looking at the targets, no one's doing an approach even similar to me. I don't even think I could have got as low as these players, but I think the only thing shared somewhat in any regard is the 420 bringing the guard over, because my whole idea for that was the kind of upper area where the glass looks down onto the guards by where the food vendor is or the kitchen staff. I was actually bringing the guard up there while I get the journalist, and then I come back, get him out there and go for the final target, but I wasn't getting anywhere near this time. At Phanium, just as I say that, 147. Wow.
there's the lead. This is really big for the comp.
Super big. And Meekah's going to feel a bit annoyed at that because their route is good, but I don't know if they could shave enough time to get it down to a 147. It's a crazy time.
420 might though, 130-ish going into this a little bit here. I don't know how long the run is. It's going to be close.
Oh my. It's going to be very close. 147 is the time to beat.
I think he might be at about 148.
Yeah, I don't think that's a 47. 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm loving this though. These players are so perfectly matched.
This is a really high last 10 minutes for the round, because Nezuko really quietly also did 155, which brings him fourth, if I'm not mistaken. Now Chris can catch up. It's so many things are happening. 2 points behind Dani. If there would be 2 other people between Nezuko and Dani, then we could see another swap there, but I think it's all about trying to catch Phanium there from Nezuko and Meekah.
Yeah. Really tough right now. We're learning Meekah's time is 2:04 and Nezuko is 1:55. The two players are fighting right now. So
Yes, the 154 by Dani, sorry.
oh well, very nice. That's oh yeah, I was about to say 420 Hazard leading. I thought Dani still had it, but so close. It's like 3-4 seconds between every single person.
Really crazy ending with 6 minutes still to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Meekah can. They can definitely get a run with the approach they have, but I don't know if they can take almost 10 seconds off. And it's really tough to come up with something in the final 5 minutes, but they're gonna push every second out of this, I have no doubt. Because I really like this approach. Let's see. No player giving up yet, because of course it's definitely not set in stone. And it's worth noting as well, 420 and Dani didn't get to just sit on the sidelines because they were in first. They really had to show what they were worth.
Absolutely not. If we would have taken their early 2-minute-ish runs, I don't think that would have been enough to stay
No.
alive in the competition. Really nice that they improved.
Yes, super
Meekah,
nice. Oh.
Meekah has something going on there. 134 is when he had to restart.
Oh my, if they can get that
About
together.
20 seconds, yeah. It's not too far away from finish.
Oh, it's going to be
They
really
are definitely
tense.
still in it.
5 minutes we just hit as well. And the run takes, what, 150, 140? So 2, maybe 3 attempts, depending when you rip.
Yeah, as Chris says, the current standings are really close for the top 3. 420 on 25 points, and both Dani and Phanium on 24, but you don't have to break that tie for second place, and luckily there's no tie for third. Nezuko on 20, Meekah on 19 points at the moment.
Yeah, I'm loving this at the moment.
It's all we wanted here, really. The different approaches converge to similar time and see who can execute it best.
Yeah, unfortunate restart from Meekah. Just the RNG of it. The guy calling in a long dialogue before investigating. Just realized it wasn't worth the time wait. And Phanium has a rip as well. Of course, Phanium's looking pretty damn good. Dani on a run again. 115 coming out of here. Usually gets this kill around at 129. But hard to really say right now. They missed that trank they did, and that's going to be pretty much ripping this run for Dani. The lady actually runs into the bathroom because of a panic and spots the only body. Oh, and Dani does realize about this medic though. And he was pacing about a 145, I think. Maybe a 147 actually would be more fair.
There's a lot of time to get that one in, but...
Yeah, but to be fair, Dani is known for his last minute shenanigans. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, it shows how hungry these guys are for winning anything. Because 420 and Dani in particular, I mean, just chill out, guys. Honestly, take a break. You know, definitely got those top spots confirmed. Well, technically not officially, but
yeah, I think the only scenario now would be is if Meekah and Nezuko got like first and second place, then we'd have some calculating to do because that would push a lot of people away.
Yeah,
especially Dani moving down.
You could definitely get close, but right now it seems 420, Dani and Phanium pretty good with their runs. I mean, Meekah here not doing half bad.
And now he can dodge the event security. He never got past that part, and
yeah,
I just have to see how quick this run will be.
Yeah, it's going to be good, but I don't know if it's going to be.
I think it's
good.
I think it's so 55-ish. It needs to be a 150 stumped 55. I think he needs to get at least. I don't know though. I'll have to verify.
Not gonna give him another point, but still a 2. It's up to just nice improvement. Just not going to change any place for them.
Yeah, Nezuko still got 1 second ahead with a 1:55. But yeah, looks at this point, I think like we're going to be seeing Danny for 20 and I can't even remember. Is it Phanium?
Phanium
Yeah.
takes 5 seconds. Actually,
Yeah.
identical rounds to Danny. They've both won 2 rounds. Danny won the regular contract and bingo. Phanium won roulette and this one. Well, as things stand, fortunately can still exit, but I don't think it's 120 now. It won't be 147 or better.
He's still on red guns anyway.
Yeah, he got to nearly our last run. Of course, 420 is still going, and he could get a. Don't think he can get a PP or at best time. Has 12 seconds to get to exit. Oh, actually, I think this is.
Yeah, he's red. He's red guns
Oh, just let me have it, man. Though.
though. It would have been good, but yeah. I think the only player we have left now on a run that's likely to finish is Yoshi. She's got a 130 right now. This last target to deal with.
Yeah, not a bad pace though, to be fair, because we see Danny not too often getting this kill at 130 and then looking for like a 2-minute time.
Nice idea. The disguise change won't be chest passing. Not going for medic just yet. I'd rather with a loud pistol.
Ooh, I don't think they can get an exit in time.
I love this exit though. It's just 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's too little too late, especially with the inventory pause. I think they realize.
I mean, it was a 231 to beat, so I mean, you know, it's still worth finding out. Somehow managed to get that loud pistol shot off in the middle of it. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, that rounds up contract number 2.
Yeah.
So we should now know our official confirmed final 3.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Hopefully I give enough time, but yeah.
And there we go.
Pretty damn good from Phanium. For a moment I almost thought it was wrong, which is insulted for fun because it's always right. But 9 points for Phanium is just amazing. It makes it look like there wasn't even a fight, but Phanium really put in the work there. Look how close they are. Even though Danny and Phanium missed a round, they all ended up so close to each other. Look at those times as well. 49, 47, 54, and 55, 56. Just crazy. Yeah.
What an incredible 4 rounds of competition. 25, 24, 24, 20, 19. And then, of course, the dropouts for all these reasons. Just really nice to see.
Yeah, we've not got long until the final. Actually, we're only having the 5-minute break. We've got 4 minutes now. I guess at this point, I may as well just say my stream's ending. Anyone who's in mine, you can close it now. I guess we're off to Obs for the final 3.
I suppose you do a raid, actually.
Yeah, I've got to remember how to do that. But,
I think it's just / raid and then that observer.
I have to accept my own chat rules, even though I own the channel. That's interesting. I also can't spell your name.
I'm going to quickly make sure before I go to the final screen I don't have anything showing that shows the final stuff. Don't think I do. I can add our players in for the first time. I will do them in the order of how they finished, just for the sake of continuity. 420. I think Danny is suffice enough. And Phanium. Looks good.
Yeah, I guess do we want to run down on the difference just for the stream that we're now in RTA and all that? And I say someone, I mean one of you guys.
You did it pretty well regardless. But yeah,
It's
this is. You go ahead.
You mean Mendo?
No, I mean you.
Oh, okay. Well, then, of course, first of all, it is roulette freestyle / freestyle roulette, and we're going to talk about it really shortly in just a second. But the more important part is that now only 3 players are remaining. They are the finalists, and any one of them can win, and the winner takes it all just by winning this round. And what is this round about? They will be seeing 4 combinations for a target. Imagine Berlin roulette. It's going to be target number 1, and target number 2, target number 3, and target number 4 with a certain kill and disguise combination. And you need to mind those pairs, but you can combine those skills however you want. The goal is to finish the finish line, the main mission, twice using those 4 kill combinations exactly once. Anything to look out for? I'm not exactly sure. That's just that. Just the thing you guys said, it's RTA, so in-game time does not matter. Just press the done button and you finish the 2 missions.
Yeah, well said. Quite honestly, and could one of you folks remind me what 420's stream link is? I know it has crazy numbers though.
Just DM'd you.
Perfect. Because I knew it was crazy. Oh, of course. And people said my one was bad, and I gotta remember it.
420, because, you know, an O.
But not O like O, but O
Say,
like
O
the
is
other
an
O.
off, not 0, yeah.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect. Yeah.
Already. We have 25 seconds to go.
Yeah.
And don't forget you're in studio mode as well, so people can't see.
Oh, I think we're good. Yeah, that wasn't studio mode. I turned it off.
No, yeah, I'm just an idiot and I just stream paused. Cringe. Sorry. It's been a long cast, guys.
And now that I think about it,
you haven't got a timer, have you?
I can get that timer pretty quickly, but
You say we should be live.
Did realize one thing, but it's a bit after the fact now, but should be okay. Which I just got reminded of. And you probably noticed as well in fun, but that was just an oversight. But yeah, we are live. I'll get the link from
Chris is not posting conditions yet, interestingly enough, but
okay.
so
Assuming they're not watching the stream, we should be okay. Regardless, I'll get a link when we're waiting anyway.
I mean, the spin should be live.
Yeah, hopefully all is good with Chris.
Yeah,
oh, I think poor Chris had not rate limited, but bad internet moment. But the 4 conditions are there, and I think Observer, you didn't run around anything yet, so please do if you want.
Yeah, so like In4Fun said, you can pick any of these to apply to any target, but you have to finish all 4 of them. So 2 spins worth, and I'll read them out quickly. So we have Blue Sea Driver. You have to kill the target with a lead pistol elimination, which is going up behind them and actually pressing Q to eliminate while they're alive. Then we have Kronstadt Security, Explosion Accident. Event Security, Consumed Poison. And Street Musician, Fire Axe. And like Chris said, lead pistol elimination is very, very important. You really got to make sure you press that Q button because it is a type of kill and it can show up in freestyle, as you can see, using the amazing spin generator from the Man community website. But yeah, none of our players have kicked in yet, I don't think, unless my streams are very bad.
I see Phanium's loading circles really slow, so I do wonder Dan is a quick loader as well as Phanium, so I think all 3 of them are in right now. And fortunately, starting the chili shots, Phanium with suit start to get Robert quickly, which could be there. And Danny with a quick sugar strat, maybe.
And I apologize so much for the game sound. I realized that could have been an issue since they were turned up full blast, but I really hope they stabilize just in a second. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what kills they go for first. I really hope they stop acting like embeds. Yeah, what kills would you think? I see Phanium is up here pretty early. Could be going for the consumed poison kill, maybe?
The fact that Phanium is up there so early and has already taken across the security skies, I mean, the security skies will always be used, but wouldn't be surprised if the propane flask was brought up there to Robert.
Yeah, that would be a good call. And these streams are driving me crazy. Apologies for this, but it seems like they're slowly getting better.
Rather have it at the beginning than the end, right?
Exactly, yeah. To be fair to my poor OBS, it's been going for a while. But really isn't having fun. Crash one, just see if the rest.
Mine looks fine. I don't know if you want me. Should I just go live just so we have 2 copies?
Yeah, you go live just in case, just for the sake of it, because definitely don't want to miss any of the important kills.
We'll fix it in post. That's what I always said.
You'll know the difference.
Magic of television.
But yeah, my ones are not cooperating at all.
I don't know how to share my screen again. Oh, it's here. Doesn't matter.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice. And you'd love to hear it, Mando, but my one just fixed itself. But I think it's good to have 2 copies anyway. No harm. And we see Danny getting the kill. I don't know if that was too early. He's probably gonna be asking in chat. That was very close to timing on the consumed poison there. If anybody saw that.
Sadly, still recovering from the.
That was very close. And it's not even a new disguise, so we aren't going to see the prompt. I have a feeling that might have been too early. It's very tight.
Chris can.
Or too late, sorry.
Say a final call there.
Chris in my chat says that was good.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Always take Chris's word for it. Looks like Danny picked up the fire axe, so street musician possibly, which is, to be honest, pretty good call. I like the approach because the security it helps with the fire axe. Yeah, it definitely looks like no reason to pick the fire axe otherwise. Seems like 420 and Phanium both getting the blue sea driver. They want to get that Sierra kill, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's probably the one I'd say is the easier loud pistol elimination. She does sort of semi-isolate herself in that little room when you do that isolation on her. She's in there alone long enough that you can get that done, box her up, and run away. Yeah, I like what Danny's doing here, though. Good use of using this security disguise, to bring the fire across the map, fire axe across the map. Even words are hard. Does have the annoyance now of having to wait for everyone to bugger off out of the tunnel, because I'll be honest, this street musician's a real pain if you don't get it in like the first 10 seconds from the. I thought that said crime notice, but it's not. Gunshot heard for Danny. That's not a problem.
It's a loud kill for 420 as well. One of the toughest, you could say. And he has a propane enhance, which makes me think Kronstadt security is going to be the last kill, which would leave the final 2 conditions on the screen for 420. Whereas Danny did the last 2, so they did the opposite of each other, which is really interesting to see. So they're going to end up doing each other's runs for the next one. Whereas Phanium, I'm still not too sure. I just know the blue sea driver is guaranteed. Maybe the poison was put in very early on.
For who, sorry?
For Phanium. It doesn't have Robert kill yet, but it is 6 minutes almost in. So I would assume, because we did see Phanium.
Phanium did start with the Robert isolation, and it was during the stream meltdown, but I very much imagine that the propane tank installed.
Although I did see Robert standing and he just got into event security, so he actually...
Yeah, Robert's still up. It must be the consumed poison.
Ah, you're right then.
Could have been a restart for all we know though as well, because there was a bit of time that we were down. Danny's going to be close to being the first person out. God, that guard was such a tease. looking nice from Danny. 420 is very, very close behind. And you'd almost say, well, you can't even say, but 420 has a shorter IGT, but Danny has a longer, and he's out first. So you'd think that the lead is for Danny right now.
Yeah, I would say Danny's left himself with a much easier set of conditions as well. The explosion accident Kronstadt security for Danny is, I think, going to make this second run pretty quick.
Of course, everyone has to do the same conditions. So what will be shorter for Danny?
Ooh, 420 though. Did you see that propane behind the window or the door?
Oh, I guess it's nicer because now he can realign the propane to make it extra sure that Robert will die to it, and yeah, it's still green guns. And an explosive loud finish for 420. It would have been 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm sure, if the propane landed first try, but 425 first round finished.
Yeah, and so what are we left with? So Danny, I know, is now going to be, he's on the blue seed driver, Kronstadt security.
I think they're perfectly doing the opposite. I think Danny has to do the first and 420 has to do the last two. Well, yeah, 100% 420 did the first two conditions, so he's left with the final two. So it's pretty nice. We get to see the whole four conditions play out one more time. And of course, Phanium is about to get this loud kill as well. So he did a different variation again. He has Kronstadt security explosion accident and street musician fire axe left. Nobody has the same conditions to finish up with. Although Phanium is about to finish as well. Medic exit.
Yeah, so what's Phanium left with? He's going to be left with
2 and 4.
Yeah, Kronstadt security explosion accident, fire axe street. In fact, that's not too bad because I feel like the fire axe street musician he can get done on Robert Knox, get that quick street musician at the start, and then Kronstadt security is legal in the garage, so you can just walk up to it with a breaching charge and just drive by.
It's why I really wanted to see when we curated these conditions to explosion accident and non-trespassing these guys to Sierra. You'll never see the breach drops for Miami spins, but this might just be the winning move.
Yeah, this could be really, really close. I mean, Danny is ahead by a good minute here.
I'm a bit curious what 420 is planning here, to be honest, still.
Yeah, the event crew start. He's going for the mechanic. So which one's 420 got left? He's got the last two, right? So if he's got consumed poison, he must be planning that for Sierra.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's a fire axe, so that definitely makes it look like it. I was a bit worried that 420 was going to do the explosion accident again for some reason, but...
No, yeah, he must be planning the consumed poison for Sierra. I didn't know there was a quick way of doing the Sierra consumed.
Yeah, the Kronstadt paddock serving the food is definitely the best option, because you can pretty much do that after a minute from triggering it. Which we saw Danny barely scrape by when he did it.
Yeah, look at Phanium. Phanium's actually going all the way up here with the propane, so maybe he just wants to get this set up.
That would be nice. Shoot it from a distance could be cool.
Yeah, and he's got plenty of choices.
No, he's going to wait for Robert, which isn't ideal. 420 knocks out Robert. Very nice now for 420, although Danny's looking really good as well. Needs to get this peek around the Sierra.
Yeah, and I very much expected we'd see the blue seed pistol elimination on Sierra. I think all three of these guys have done that. Makes sense. Like I said, she's by far the easiest target to get that done with. Now, what's Phanium's plan here, though? Is he going to do this? What about that body?
It's the body found by Danny, and I...
Oh, that changes it up.
At the same time as the loud pistol. How does it even happen?
Yeah, now all of a sudden now 420 has a chance to take it. Phanium too.
Yeah, I mean, Phanium's just done the explosion accident kill. Oh, I didn't realize he tranked Robert's guard. That saved him a decent chunk of time as well.
So, just to clarify as well for people watching, Phanium just has to do Explosion X and Constat Security, if I'm not mistaken. No, he did that kit. He used to do Stream Musician and Fire X.
Fire X musician.
Yeah, and then 420 has to do.
He'll be on Consumed Event Security.
Yeah.
Of course, still to do the Fire X Street musician, but he's now closing in on that kill.
I was going to say, that is technically one he needs to do, but he's literally about to get that done in the next 20 seconds.
One kill to go on each side. Danny with a really unfortunate restart there. Oh, unfortunately missing the lock on.
Oh, I really can't tell who's in the lead right now, to be honest. Phanium is getting in the box, so it's an even fight.
I think I'd have to give it to Phanium right now, if I'm honest.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is the closest? There's a Fire X at the bottom of the thing here, right? Like, you know, the staircase?
Oh, and 420 ripped, by the way. Body found on the stairs. So it's all Phaniums now, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Who, worth noting, for anybody who didn't see it, fought his way out of the previous round. And the only reason he's here is because he played so damn amazingly in that final round in the triple tiebreak. But yeah, Phanium's to lose now.
Yeah, I didn't see the rip for 420, but Chris has said nice view cone for 420, so I'm guessing he's been hitmanned.
I think there was a patrolling guard upstairs that somehow saw a guard halfway down the stairwell, which makes no sense, which is just extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, so Phanium, is he? Yeah, I think, is this where I want to say there's a Fire X down here somewhere, right?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think the nearest one would probably be by the mascot at this point. I actually don't even know.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of it's a crate down there. I don't know what's going on, but he has got himself a security guard. Makes transporting a Fire X legal, much easier, a little bit more time consuming, but far safer, way better an idea.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Phanium right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's very much in the driving seat.
That's what 4 hours does to the streamers.
Yeah, I can't wait for the finish line pun later as well, because that's inevitable. Oh dear, but yeah, Phanium, smart to get the security disguise first. Like I said, it just made transporting that across just far easier.
Surprised they changed into mechanic, but I guess that's due to sugar. Should be okay bringing it in. But yeah, just a peekable left, you could say, and drops the arts, thank God.
Yeah, it's looking good for Phanium. As long as he gets his peekaboo off, he's pretty much in pole position.
Oh my God.
To take this win.
Let me just change topics really quickly, and I really admire 420's ability, or just the fact that he's bringing the professional screwdriver, because I think everyone is goddamn mental who completed 70 featured contracts to get that item. It made the show car a little bit quicker, which I guess this is the first time ever that it helps anyone in a roulette game.
That is meta gaming right there.
Ooh, and I will point out, Phanium is about to get the last peekaboo, but Danny, although he's just a bit too far behind, is really close. He has probably one of the easiest kills left. No mistaken, explosion accident, constant security, which he's bringing the propane with him.
Yeah, that is the Fire X street musician done for Phanium. He just has to get himself to that medic exit. Has no cams to worry about. Free medic disguise.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm not going to say the pun, but yeah, that's
that is the finish line being crossed.
There it is. All three of the obvious puns have now been made. But yeah, it's unbelievable from Phanium. Yeah, grasping back from potentially losing out on that third spot after the fourth round. But yeah, clawed it back. Really good performance on the freestyle spins here. Yeah, great performance.
And yeah, I guess we'll leave it play out with Danny. Chris is still typing the message anyway, but not any loading times to really worry about in this. Not that you necessarily would even have to, because they're all pretty fast loaders. But yeah, I have to say I'm really surprised by the rips did save Phanium just a little bit, but the consistency from Phanium was no easy feat because both the other players ripped, although they were fast. But yeah, what a comeback from Phanium, who, like we were just saying, he was fighting to get into the final, let alone win it, like about 20 minutes ago at this rate.
There were definitely times during that contract where Phanium was outside the top 3, but he clutched it out every time, and by winning the restricted contract, which is second round win, also won the first roulette spin, just earned his way, earned his place in the final 3, and then just dominated as I guess the only player without trips, but with so convincing runs on both spins to earn his title as the best mining player of the community.
Yeah, fair play to Phanium. And I think it's even more knowing Phanium did actually had a run, but he didn't finish, right?
One of them, yeah.
I can check quickly.
Phanium didn't finish the first contract where he did the hyper boost, but failed to do it at the required amount of time. And then he failed to finish the first regular spin, but then both of them came back with winning 2 of the other 4 rounds. So very impressive. And the 420's consistency is just, it's 3 second places out of 4 rounds. So very nicely done by him as well.
Wow. Yeah, super congrats to them. That's amazing from all 3 of them. That was amazing from all of them. Every player, to be honest. Put up such a fight.
Yeah, and now we can officially call Phanium Mr. Miami Meltdown.
Yeah, that's the official title. Legally.
His meltdown was the nicest and the best. We work on it. Nice is really impressive.
Yeah, super nice to see. And I love to see that each player did a different combo at the end and they just ask each other in chat what did they do.
Yeah, it shows how much drive these guys have, though. Like, genuinely, they all want to be right up there with their times. It's actually really nice to see. Yeah, I mean, we saw plenty of different strats today. All of them worked out like ridiculously close on some of them. Like the fiber wire contract. I mean, there was some similarities. Don't get me wrong, but there was so many things that were done differently, or routed differently, and yeah, they were all within like a few seconds of each other. It was awesome stuff.
Yeah, honestly amazing, everybody. And yeah, I suppose that concludes it. Pretty long event. Nearly hitting 4 hours now, but what an event it was. Those last 2 rounds were honestly just perfection. Couldn't have expected them to go any better. I hope everybody's going away from it pretty happy because that was really good. And yeah, bingo roadmap for Joker, so we can give him a raid. But yeah, any final comments for you before I bring people over to Joker?
Don't say Joker, please.
Do you mean In4Fun?
Oh, you're saying joke. My apologies.
I'm gonna be here there to watch the.
It's been so long, okay?
No worries, no worries.
Joker's the bingo guy. If you said Darmar, I'd be like, yeah, Joker H3 raid. Yeah.
I started with last thoughts just really quickly. I was really impressed by every player here. Well, Ole showed up and I love Crudy. I'm just really sorry that he couldn't make it. But everyone did have their own best rounds, their own moments. And despite the technical difficulties by some players, everyone could show how cracked they are in one or multiple formats of this game. And I was really appreciative to see all of them play.
It's honestly amazing, yeah. Well said as well. Such close moments and people really fought for those times. And yeah, honestly, yeah, I feel like that pretty much concise what I wanted to say as well. Anything from you, Mando?
No, just ditto basically. Yeah, awesome stuff. Really enjoyed watching it. Really good. Look forward to hopefully some more map royales. Yeah, give us feedback to prove that it was good. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks everyone for watching, and all that stuff.
I agree more. Anyhow, head back to the actual screen. We will raid In4Fun, the actual bingo guy, for the roadmap and stuff, which he will explain. But yeah, we'll catch you soon and have a good one.